Y'all motherfuckers act like I give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Say when. Say when. In this song, we on 10.
This that get up, get it done. Never count on luck. Karma give no fucks and you gon' get it how it comes. All that talk is cheapin', buddy. You ain't got enough. They thought I'd give it up. This ain't what they thought it was. Don't play with gas, wanna lit fire. I smoke out this whole bitch. I done dug deep down inside and still couldn't find no quit. Got a good side and a bad side. Be careful how you pick. No matter what you get, it's on 10. Pull up, leave his head overheating. He'll be taking 5. He lying, should've swallowed that shit. He trying to save his pride. Benz is futuristic, bending corners. This Mercedes fly. Princess acting like a bitch. I crash, I watch this lady die. But they don't get it. Lying, save his pride. Princess Mercedes, lady die. We don't got no ops, just a bunch of dorks. Place some flowers on their grave for your mother's remorse. Choke 'em out, 40 bout to smoke 'em out. Who wanna battle? Gonna rattle his noggin like his motor mount. 300 blackout with the can, we brought the sodas out. People say they ready for death, well this the only route. This that get up, get it done. Never count on luck. Karma give no fucks and you gon' get it how it comes. All that talk is cheapin', buddy. You ain't got enough. They thought I'd give it up. This ain't what they thought it was. Don't play with gas, wanna lit fire. I smoke out this whole bitch. I done dug deep down inside and still couldn't find no quit. Got a good side and a bad side. Be careful how you pick. No matter what you get, it's on 10. All these clowns in the game and they still ain't it. On 10, how I'm standing on business. They time come and gone till I'm reminisce. They done threw more stones in the pyramids. Put me on the ropes, I'm pinning them. Punchlines in the ray like mysterious. If they set the bar, I'm clearing it. Country boys can't rap, I'm an experiment. I'm known to slide. Adjust your microscope, open your eyes. That potion eroding they mind. A matter of time, but they see they low on supply. I done did all that I knew to do. They lost direction like I quit the movie crew. Tell them put it on live like I'm Boosie Boo. How else you gon' prove it the rumor's true? Tell them I'm him. You reap what you sow and I promise I'm grim. Give them the boot, introduce them to Tim. It ain't no sweat off the brim. Fuck a olive branch, I'll rip off a limb. Ain't no handouts over here, huh? Say what you will, but I'm actually real. You a snake in the pit, I'm a factor you this feel. That get up, get it done. Never count on luck. Karma give no fucks and you gon' get it how it comes. All that talk is cheapin', buddy. You ain't got enough. They thought I'd give it up. This ain't what they thought it was. Don't play with gas, wanna lit fire. I smoke out this whole bitch. I done dug deep down inside and still couldn't find no quit. Got a good side and a bad side. Be careful how you pick. No matter what you get, it's on 10.
Okay, I'm muted. Alright, I didn't click on the screen to be muted. I clicked my microphone. So that wasn't my fault. Alright, welcome back to the podcast 2 Protects 1. This is a little different, okay? I'm trying out a new series. This is going to be the name of my new podcast. I'm moving away from like the straight from the hip podcast because it closely aligned with somebody else that had, and I'm sure somebody's got this name too. It's not very. I'm sure it's pretty common, but the new podcast is gonna be called "You Can't Say That," okay? And where we kind of dive into all the type of shit that you can't say. All right, free speech and shit. You know what I'm saying? But we should be good now, sound wise. Just drop something in the chat. Let me know I'm good sound wise. But yeah, I wanted to do this. I already have one person in the waiting here, and that's Jeff. I'm gonna get to you here in a minute, Jeff. Give me 1 second. I want to kind of explain how tonight's gonna go. So tonight's gonna be a little different. Okay, I put the link in the chat. It's pinned in the chat, in the live chat. If you want to come up talk to me about something that you disagree with me about, you know, whether it be Trump, whether it be feminism, whether it be illegal immigration, whether it be, you know, country rap drama, whatever you want to talk about. Nick Fuentes. So a lot of people didn't really like my Nick Fuentes talk and like a promotion of him and all that stuff. Some people did, some people didn't. But, you know, I dropped the link. If you want to come up and talk about it, we can come up and talk about it. You can come up and talk about it. You know, but I am going to bring Jeff up. I want to see what Jeff's doing here. And then HBR's in the chat too as well. All right, so let's bring them both up. I know I know they probably disagree with me about some stuff in life, but I don't really feel like this is going to be a disagreement type of moment. But before we get started, remember to like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel, comment on the channel, hype this video up, whatever you got to do. Make hot, passionate love to it. I'm just kidding. Don't fucking do that, you sicko. All right. You ready, Jeff? I'm going to bring you up, and I'm going to bring HBR up as well. So here we go.
Going on, brother.
What's up, man?
There we go.
How you doing?
Living the dream.
Yeah. I'm going to bring HBR up, too.
Yeah, there we
What
go.
up?
What up, HBR?
Ryan Upchurch is the best damn country rapper to ever live.
He's my friend.
He's the king. He's the goat.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So like I said, I don't think I have opposition with you guys, but
Not really, no.
I kind of wanted to do this just to get some people up. If I do have somebody that wants to come up and talk, I'll probably drop you guys off.
Oh, that's
We
cool.
can bullshit until that happens. But
That's dope.
Well, I was just watching something right before this. What's your opinion on this Christy Nome shit?
what about her?
This whole $200 million on a fucking ad.
Yeah, where she was the star. Yeah, that's crazy.
$200 million, well spent, right?
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah. My thing is we spend a lot of time going after our own people, though. Like I agree, it was a waste of tax money. She shouldn't have done it. But it's like, what the fuck? Like, I know a lot of the Democrats are doing some fucked up shit too, and it's like, I don't know. I feel like it's like a nothing burger. Like, she's fired now, somebody else is taking over. You know, I thought the ads were awesome. Like the ones where they were like doing memes and shit, and like putting music to like chasing the illegal immigrants. It was great.
They were. You know, honestly, I would have rather seen Cash and Bondi get pushed out.
Pam Bondi's trash, bro. Like I don't know. I've like, if you guys have watched my last live stream, I'm pretty much I'm not doing a whole lot with politics right now. I feel like it's a lost cause.
Blame you.
I agree.
Yeah, I feel like we're in the middle of this weird standoff with Iran, and it's like I don't know what to believe, to be totally honest with you. Like,
I was about to be honest. I was about to ask your opinions on that.
On Iran, I think that we should get far away from fucking Iran. But that's just, if we put boots on the ground in Iran, I believe that this second term is a complete failure, because I feel like he promised no new wars during his campaign, and I feel like all of a sudden we're in this war with Iran, and he's already talking about boots on the ground, but then he backtracks and says, well, we're almost done, we're way ahead of schedule, and it's like, well, which one is it, bro? Are we going in, or I don't.
Yeah. Make your mind up.
I feel like there is a lot of like I hate to say this fucking word, but like misinformation. I feel like he just says shit out in the media to like keep everybody on their toes. You don't really know what the fuck they're gonna do. Like,
Which ain't a bad thing, in my opinion.
He did that intentionally to troll him. I mean, Let's be honest. He really is the king troll.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he does some crazy shit, like as far as, trolling them and stuff. He keeps them up. Yeah, you don't want to just come out and say, hey, we're going to fucking bomb you at this time. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
but my thing is like, I'm America first. I want to stay the fuck out of the Middle East, period. Like, I don't want to be over there. I don't want our guys over there. I don't want this to go on for 20 years like Afghanistan.
No.
Where we have
no.
where I have to send my sons over there to fucking die in the Middle East. I don't want to do that.
The one thing that I seen just a little bit ago that might be some positive news is the fact that oil went from $95 a barrel down to like 83 in just a matter of like 8 hours.
Damn, that's good. I didn't even know that.
And I think it was all because of what he said last night. He's like, yeah, we're almost done with this whole operation. And then everybody's like, oh yeah, fucking, we can bring the oil prices back down. And then like later on, he says, I guess there was an interview last night. I haven't watched it yet, but he said that he's not sure. He's not sure. We might need to do like a complete regime change. And I'm thinking, you're not doing a complete regime change without putting boots on the ground. You just are not going to do that. So I definitely don't agree with that. Watching my family and my friends be all fucked up from Afghanistan. I don't know. My brother was stationed in Afghanistan for like a year, and then he did contract work for 3 years between Afghanistan and Iraq. And he come back and he was fucked up for years. I mean, he's finally kind of straightened out a little bit, but he lives in Georgia. I don't really see him much, so I don't know that for sure,
Right. Well, and that's the thing that I've understood from like our veterans and stuff like that, just talking to them. They live with that crap forever. They find a way to cope. They find a way to cope with it, but that's about it.
Some of them do. Some don't really find a coping mechanism, really.
Yeah.
And that's a sad thing. I worked on the Fort Lewis here as a civilian mechanic for years, and a lot of the guys I worked with were veterans and shit. And dude, the stories that those guys told me, man.
I knew a bunch of people in Vietnam, and that was.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah. Vietnam was.
Yeah, it's not good. I mean, if I felt like there was a legitimate reason to go in there, now they're saying, we're going in there to destroy their nuclear program. Well, I said
just bomb them and get out.
Yeah, like if you're gonna do it, well, me and my wife was talking about this last night. She's like, well, they just need to bomb this place and get the fuck out. And I said, well, you can do that to a certain degree. But then you got women and children, and there's also Christians that live in Iran, so you kind of don't want to do that. So it's like you don't really know what to do. I feel like it's kind of put us in a position where we're like, I know we have our own reasons to go into Iran and do what we're doing, which I don't really agree with. I don't know if they're legitimate, but I think a lot of it has to do with like this push from Israel to have like complete control over in the Middle East.
Yeah, and it's got me questioning too. Like, it's got me questioning too. How much control does Israel actually have over Trump?
Well, Trump kind of snapped off on him today about them bombing that the refineries over there.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. He goes back and forth. He's got that famous clip of when they were bombing Gaza or whatever, bombing Palestine or whatever. He's got that famous clip where he's like, both of these people don't know what the fuck they're doing. And he was talking about Bibi Netanyahu and stuff. So I don't know. I don't trust it. I think AIPAC's got way too much control in our country, and I feel like we're somehow, some way, I think a lot of this is coming from Israel, and I don't know, man. I don't feel comfortable getting involved again over in the Middle East. It just doesn't sound good to me.
Yeah, definitely agree on that.
Yeah.
What up, Kenneth? For sure.
Kenneth in the chat, what up? Zesty AIDS in the chat, what up?
What I mean, that's a name and a half, but all right.
Yeah, that's one of my Rumble guys.
I got you.
So
it's one of those things. I mean, shit. I mean, half of my life literally was spent in fucking war in the Middle East. So I mean, all of us. Yeah. So that's the last thing I want to see is our troops over there getting fucked up or killed, or my kid going over there.
Yeah. And I mean, I understand, like, you don't want to look like a pussy, okay, to, like, the rest of the world. But I feel like at this point with Iran, it's like, I don't know, man. I know they're probably not going to come out with more information or ever tell the truth about it. But it's like, you got to give me a little bit something else, because you said you bombed their nuclear sites back in June last year. So why the fuck are we over there now? Like, what are we doing? Like, I don't know. I feel like Israel and Iran should just fucking fight it out together, or like against each other, and be fucking done. Yeah,
and not bring NATO into it and all that crap.
There is a lot of speculation that they did have involvement in Butler, PA. But whether or not any of that's true, who knows?
I will say one thing: you don't know shit about that Butler, PA shooter.
Oh no!
Like I heard shit about him. Like you knew more about Charlie Kirk's shooter than you have ever found out about that Butler shooter. Like it's like nobody fucking knows shit about that guy. Yeah. I mean, they were force feeding you shit about Charlie Kirk's shooter, but the other guy you just don't know much about.
The whole Charlie Kirk thing was a big old show for news medias, and that's really what it became.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't really follow Charlie Kirk, stuff like that, but it's like if they can take a prominent right-wing conservative and murder him in broad daylight in 4K for everybody to see, like, I feel like nobody's safe. A lot of these content creators, a lot of these politicians, I mean, it can happen. And I know there's like a bunch of controversy around like who shot Charlie Kirk, who was involved, blah, blah, blah. I don't know, man. Until something else comes out, I'm waiting for the trial to end and see, like with the supposed shooter, I'm waiting for the trial to end and for the evidence to be released before I say, hey, I know there was like some weird.
We're probably looking at another 20 years before we know that. So.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't believe the like narrative that's being put out there. But I also don't know what the fuck happened. I also don't believe like all the shit that Candace Owens is saying. Like I just don't, because I think she's, in my opinion, I think she's fucking retarded.
I just think she's batshit crazy and making a lot of money from it.
Yeah, and I mean some of her stuff about like Erica Kirk. Yeah, Erica Kirk is acting a little fucking weird. Like, don't get me wrong, like she has. Yeah. But who am I to say like, hey, you're supposed to act just like this? I just think that she's business oriented and seen a business opportunity after her husband died, and now she's jumping all over it.
I mean, that phone call was very, or that audio that got leaked not too long ago. That was fucking weird.
I haven't seen nothing on that either. I kind of quit following all that stuff after a while.
Yeah, the Zoom call, it was like 9 days after Charlie Kirk was assassinated. They released a Zoom call.
Yeah, it was right after the memorial or something. Yeah. And first thing out of her mouth is she's talking about how good the numbers were and this and that and the merch sales. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
Like that's a little weird to be so happy about those numbers.
Yeah, those the merch sales comments were a little fucking off to me. I mean, it's just a little weird.
Yeah.
But Zesty AIDS brings up a good point. Check this out. It says they've done a good job having the masses forget about the tragic events and move on to the next. we had an attempt on a former president, you think something would come to light.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
Yeah.
I feel like Butler, PA happened, and it was like, you didn't really hear much more about it. You never heard, like, where's the motive? Was there a manifesto? Was he planning this? Like, I don't know. You just didn't really hear shit about it.
Yeah, so, like, who was he on the phone with in that one little clip where he's sitting there on the bench on his phone? What about the visits to LA, or not LA, but the FBI building?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing, like, with the whole situation, like, how the fuck did you... And it's really both situations, Butler, PA, and Charlie Kirk shooting. Like, how did you not see these people?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't understand that.
Hindsight.
Yeah.
And then look at this latest one where the dude got into Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah.
Nobody's talked about that. Like, nobody's talked about it.
Well, some people tried to spin it as he was a pro-Trump loving 2A member of society, but then when you looked him up, all his social medias, he was like a left-wing nut job. He went into a restricted area and he fucking got shot, and they just buried that story.
Yeah, they did.
For the best.
It's like, we'll just bury that one.
I mean, there is so much going on.
But have you guys noticed, like, it's like constant for like the last 10 years. 10 years, it's like one thing after another, after another, after another, after another, and it's like constantly trying to wear you down.
It seems like it's always right around election time too.
Yeah. Midterms and the general election. Hold on. New here. Do you support the Iran war? No, I don't support the Iran war. So we talked about that. If you want to rewind it, we talked about that a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I really don't. I hope we can stay out of Iran as far as boots on the ground, But we'll see what happens.
If we put boots on the ground, I think that'll pretty much lose me from this administration in a whole.
Yeah, I'm not. I'll say this: I'm not anti-Trump, where I'm going to go out and I'm going to start fucking like speaking out against him all the fucking time. But I'm definitely not pro-Trump. I voted for him 3 times, and as of right now, I feel like a fucking idiot. This second term has been horrible. There's not going to be any mass deportations. They've started backing off of that. We're in a war with Iran where we bombed Gaza. Like, the Venezuela thing I thought was kind of cool, but...
Yeah. Venezuela was a fucking power move. That was like, bitch.
Like, yeah, fuck you.
Don't fuck with us. We'll just come kidnap your ass.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that move was kind of cool because they just swooped in the middle of the night, captured his ass.
You're mine now.
But, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I do foresee them doing something with Cuba here soon, so keep an eye on that. I think that is one of Marco Rubio's, like, next moves. I think they're going to try to... Once this Iran stuff is... If it dies down, I think they'll go after Cuba next.
I don't think there's going to be a whole lot left of Cuba to really go after. I mean, they're collapsing.
Yeah, because they depended on Venezuela for a lot of resources. I just found this out the other day. Like, apparently they depend on them for oil or some shit. But like their economy's like collapsing.
Yeah, well, because I mean, they were getting Venezuela oil in return for protection of Maduro.
Yeah. Yeah,
so,
that didn't work out very well.
No, it didn't.
I want my money back. Yeah, but I don't know. I just see them doing that with Cuba. I think they're wanting to control the whole Western Hemisphere.
Yeah,
that one surprised me.
I don't necessarily disagree with that move, to be totally honest with you. I think that we probably should.
I don't disagree with it. Yeah. I really don't. You know,
as long as we don't have law.
I was gonna say we've seen what happens when we don't protect the Western Hemisphere and control it, and we ended up with an open border. And
yeah, I think we should just go in and take a shit on Canada too. Just take that shit too.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I agree. Yeah. Sam the Green.
Honestly, if Alberta decides to succeed, the rest of Canada's fucked.
Oh yeah,
because Alberta supports the rest of Canada.
Yeah. So I don't know. I like that idea just to fucking piss off all the Canadians. A lot of them would probably be happy about it, to be totally honest.
I was about to say, I've seen where a lot of them want it to happen.
Yeah. Pretty much Alberta wants to join the U.S. from what I've seen.
Yeah. So, but other than that, I mean, I haven't really been following politics. I've been keeping like a loose eye on Iran and stuff like that, but I just can't do it, man. The way I was doing it there for a little while was like every morning I'd wake up and I'd start looking through Twitter and I'd be like, I don't know, man, 10, 15 minutes into my day, and I'm like, fuck this. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
Make sure you know what you're doing for life. I only find out about that shit through Facebook while I'm scrolling through.
Yeah.
All I get to do all day long is sit and fucking watch everything. I'm like, fuck, dude, I ain't got nothing else to do. I can't fucking really get up out of bed a whole lot yet, so.
Have you gotten to the point?
With me working.
Have you?
Good.
Okay. No, I was just going to say, have you gotten to the point where you can get out of bed yet?
Yeah, I'm up walking, but I can't stay on my feet too long.
Yeah.
I can stand for about 10 minutes usually at a time.
Yeah.
Slowly getting there. That's good though.
But yeah, it's getting there. You know, I'll go out in the mornings, I'll walk back and forth up and down the wheelchair ramp and shit. Fucking build my leg strength up.
Yeah. Yeah, you just need to start drinking chocolate milk like Ryan Upchurch, and you'll be big and strong with man tits.
Get some of that
Creek Squad Kool-Aid.
I just want a little kiss of poo-poo. Come on, give me a little kiss of poo.
Oh, man.
Dude, those man tatas are freaking huge. I mean,
you probably enjoy looking at them, don't you?
No, that's disturbing.
You reading this comment, HBR?
Oh,
that's ridiculous.
What
the hell? So Talk, when I went over to Hampshire, Talk was there at Hampshire, right? And I fell asleep in NMC's car, took a nap. I get woken up with Talk's titty in my face. And of course, the video is on YouTube.
Oh, shit. You got any other topics you want to talk about? What do you think about Upchurch and the whole not having his music on the streaming sites anymore?
Or does he not?
Did you see that, HBR?
I did. You know, he did it to himself. I mean,
yeah.
Don't piss off your distributor if you're an artist. That's my best advice.
That's a little bit of common sense there.
Yeah. Don't piss off. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen that. I seen Adam posted something about it, and then I was like looking into it a little bit, but I ain't been following that crackhead either. Like,
Either by
and we're following. Honestly,
nah. Every day. I the only thing I really watch is Gotcha Man. He comes out with those videos, the whole I got you videos or some shit. Like I got him this time. I can't remember what he called him, but that shit was hilarious. Yeah. So I got him this time. You're all going to jail. I was like, what?
You're fucked. And it's like, no, not really.
It seems like you're fucked.
Yeah. Like, you're the one not making money, buddy.
Losing everything slowly each day.
The one thing I did see is he put up this email from somebody. He only made like $2,000 off streaming from this one email that I've seen.
How the fuck does that happen?
Because I don't think anybody's really listening to him anymore.
No, probably not.
Yeah, my daughter's in the chat. What are you doing, daughter?
Uh-oh.
Simp.
What up, Simp?
Yeah, she's not. She's at her mom's house tonight. I told her I was gonna drop the link for people to come up and like chat or whatever, or like come up on the stream if they had like a disagreement with me or whatever. She's like, I don't really think that's a good idea. She's like, you're gonna be arguing. I said I might get one or two people up here. I said I just don't. I think people just. I mean, it might jump. It might have been better on a Saturday night, but I wound up getting involved in putting in an exhaust fan in my bathroom. And,
I was talking shit to you about that.
Yeah, like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Like I really don't. I'm not a home improvement guy. Like I had my dad come over and I was doing a lot of the like grunt work. But then like the electric is up in my we had to run electric up into my attic. Well, my attics, I can't get up there. I'll fucking get stuck.
Oh, shit.
And so I had to send my 70-year-old dad up into my attic to fucking army crawl through my attic to put in electric. I felt bad.
You should have been handing beers while he's doing it.
Yeah. Well, it was just, it's an older house. I live in an older house, so it was like we ran into a bunch of fucking problems.
I can believe it. All electrical you got to go through and.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So we had to like right by the light. He couldn't find because up in the attic there's like a lot of blow insulation, like loose insulation up there that they put up there.
Oh, that stuff sucks.
It's fucking nasty. And he couldn't find where the fucking wires, because there was wires running to the light switch. He couldn't find them. And
oh shit.
The problem is like my roof is kind of like slanted, and the like wire was like tucked. Like he had about this much room to be able to try to get the wire, so he had to run the wire from the bathroom up instead of from the attic down.
Dang.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it was just a fucking mess. I felt bad for him, you know.
And you know what's funny is though? Now you can probably do that all day, every day. I have no issues. You do it once, you can usually do it again.
Well, I was gonna say I am slightly retarded, so I'm.
Well, ain't we all do?
Yeah.
Hey, I am. I worked on cars for 20 years.
Yeah. Well, that's my dad. That's my dad's like biggest thing. He was a mechanic all his life, like car wise. He can still get out there and fucking do shit even at 70 years old. Now I do most of if I need something done on my car, we work together. I do a lot of the physical shit, but he like helps me out.
Right. Yeah. That's kind of how it is with me and my dad. Like I'm still slowly learning, but
yeah. He's there for like moral support, like motherfucker, you son of a bitch.
I finally got my dad to hold a flashlight for me, and I said, "Hey, hold it right here, damn it."
That was like my whole childhood.
Yep.
Just like with the flashlight. He's like, you got to get the flashlight in there, boy.
Quit moving it.
Oh, yeah.
I finally got him with that, and it felt so freaking good.
remember my dad having me help him check for spark on a fucking little 5-horse Briggs and Stratton one time. He's like, "Here, hold this wire." I'm like, "Okay, Dad, yeah, right on. I get to help you." He yanked that sumbitch. I fucking flew across the fucking shed. I'm like, "What the fuck?"
He did that shit to me one day.
Fucking just lit my ass up.
He did that to me on a freaking old white lawnmower.
Oh yeah,
So
dude.
then checking the spark on it, he started cranking it over. I was like, "I don't feel it." I was like, "Bam!" I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, that's the thing. Like working with my dad, I can't remember how many times, because he used to like be really active as a mechanic, like he would fix his friends' cars. So like every weekend he was like working on a car. I can't tell you how many times I'm out there on a Saturday morning bleeding the fucking brakes in a car, and I'm like, "Dude, I hate you."
Even working on my shit, like if I do my brakes, my dad still makes me jump in and pump the brake pedal.
Yeah,
he's like, "I ain't doing that shit."
Yeah, but I wish I would have learned more from my dad, because he is good with cars, home improvement shit. I mean, he's at that point now where he's starting to get older. He just can't do it like he used to.
Yeah, that's what my dad did that too, especially after his heart attack and shit.
Yeah.
He taught me how to weld, all kinds of electrical shit, work on cars, build just random shit.
Yeah.
I picked up on a lot of it, but there's still times where I got to be like, "Yo, what do I do here?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always been one of the type that I'll look at something, I'd be like, I can do it, not a problem. Doesn't matter if I've done it before or not. I've rebuilt transmissions that way. I'm just like, yeah, I can do it. Sure, why not?
Yeah.
I went to jump in the starter on my brother's Jeep, right? Didn't realize you got to pull the freaking motor mount and jack the motor up to get the starter out on them things. I spent 4 hours trying to get this motherfucker out.
Nice.
Dude, what do you think about that? What do you think about Dagburn buying the worst Jeep ever built?
Oh, God.
Yeah. That Jeep, I haven't seen it, but I know. Like, I don't know a whole lot about cars, but I know better than to buy a fucking Jeep. Because I'm sorry, but they're fucking bad.
It's not just a Jeep. It's a Grand Cherokee diesel they only made for 1 year.
Yep. My neighbor has one. And I've had to work on that thing quite a bit. Especially with the DS bullshit.
Oh, dude, they're horrible. Dodge only used that motor for 2 years.
Yep. And there's a reason.
That's not good.
Yeah. Well, the motor was originally designed by Fiat for Cadillac. And then Cadillac didn't want it. So they give it to Dodge because Dodge didn't take the Cummins that Cummins built. That Cummins ended up giving to Nissan, and Nissan only used for 1 year because it was a pile of shit.
Well, see, the reason why Fiat did that is because they're the majority shareholder of Dodge now, so they basically own Dodge.
Yeah, so when Cadillac backed out, they went, "Hey, we already have a diesel ready for you, so hey, why not?"
Yeah, that's why there's no more Dodge Ram. It's just Ram.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't notice that for a long ass time. I'm like, dude, does fucking Dodge even make a truck anymore? It's just a fucking Ram.
I think that happened in early No, I think it was 4th of June. I forget what year that is, but it might have been 14.
Yeah. Something like that, yeah.
Yep. So.
And then Dodge just took over the car side.
Yep. Made their Hemis even more badass.
Yeah. Dude, I love that old cat.
I had an RT police interceptor. That thing was sweet. I couldn't afford it.
Dude, I cannot stand the new Charger, though. Like, the front of it looks good, but the back half of the car just... I can't stand it. The lines...
Yeah. The new Challenger I really like, but the new Charger, no.
Yeah.
I'm about to look it up.
Do it.
Well, because the new Charger was built to be an electric car originally.
Yep.
And then they had to redesign it. Yeah, they had to redesign it to be able to put a gas engine back in it.
Yep. Because everybody said, "Screw y'all, we ain't getting no electric muscle car."
Yeah, they did that with the fucking Mustang. They made an electric Mustang.
Well, they do electric Mustang too. I knew it was Charger, but
it's not really a Mustang. It's like one of those like crossover SUVs.
Oh, yeah, piece of junk. Gotcha.
The Mustang Mach-E, which is like, really? Why would you do that to the Mustang nameplate?
Honestly,
I mean, it's bad.
I'm gonna pull it up. We'll take a look at it. This is just a random Dodge Charger 2026. Yeah, I don't really like it.
Yeah.
See, the front's not too bad. It's that the back end of it that's just horrible.
Yeah, the front end don't look too bad, but I can tell already I'm not gonna like
the rims don't look bad. The rims don't look bad at all.
Just wait until you get to the rear.
Yeah,
that's worse than what I thought.
Yeah, they went to almost like a fastback look, and it just looks horrible.
Yeah. It almost looks like they tried to build in a wide body kit on it.
Yeah.
Kind of squish it down to, no.
It's very misproportioned.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it looks like it's supposed to be a hatchback.
It does.
Well, I think it is actually a hatchback, and that was because it was electric.
Oh, yeah.
And then they have a four-door version of it, too, that looks even worse.
That interior is ugly as shit, too. What the hell?
Yeah.
I don't like how
I
don't like how they're starting with these square steering wheels. Like, bitch, leave my fucking steering wheel alone. I want it to be round, motherfucker.
Yes. Like, maybe make it flat at the bottom like they did like in the 80s, but on some of the vehicles, but don't make the whole thing square.
Like, this one looks fucked up. I'm not going to lie. Look at that. I don't know if
it looks like it's been in a crash.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the angle.
They're trying to go with, like, the Formula, the F1 kind of steering wheels, and it's like, why?
Oh, you mean like they did on the Teslas?
Yeah. Like, I'm not buying a fucking Formula 1 car. I'm fucking driving down the regular road. Come on, give me a whole fucking steering wheel.
I mean, I might race it a couple times, but...
Yeah, it's like, I'm paying $70,000. Give me a full steering wheel, damn it.
Yeah.
Cheap bastards.
Hold on. I'm trying to see if there's any other... No, that was it. Alright.
That interior is just awful, though. That's any modern car now, though, with the touchscreen and...
Yeah,
I hate that crap.
All the electrical stuff that could possibly go wrong. That's the problem.
Like the electric parking brake's the worst one of them.
Oh, yeah.
And every time you put a vehicle in park now, the freaking electric parking brake engages.
Well, it's like the Ford F-150s with the radars and the taillights. Well, the taillights have a bad problem leaking, destroying the radars in them, and they're like $5,000 for a set.
Yeah, and that's not covered under warranty.
No. Like, man, just give me a basic fucking car, seatbelt, some roll down windows.
Give me my knobs back.
Yeah, give me a 5-speed.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
I do like the Challenger better. I don't know if they've released the new 2026 yet, have they?
I don't think they have yet. I think it's just 2025 still.
Yeah.
I always liked the look of the Challengers better anyway because they were 2 doors. I mean, I don't know if you could you always get a Charger in 2-door? I thought they were always 4-door.
Back before they stopped making them, they were 2-door.
Yeah.
And then they brought it back in the early 2000s, I think.
Yeah, they made them 4-door. And that was because the police department said if they built a 4-door, they would buy them.
Yep.
Yeah.
We have to use a 2-door Mustang all the time now.
Yeah.
But I know the new Challenger is a 2-door or a 4-door, or a Charger, or whatever the fuck they're calling it. Yeah, you can get in 2-door or 4-door, which is, it just looks bad either way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you look up the 2016 Dodge Charger, that's my favorite style. Okay, one I used to own too. No, you're good.
Yeah, that was the first body, or the first gen, wasn't it, of that body style?
I think so.
Or was that the one where they had the first gen headlights, and then they changed the back to the?
I'm not entirely sure actually, because the gen before that, I hated how the front of it kind of came to a point, and on the 2016 is where they kind of rounded it off.
Yeah. So I think that was the first year. It's the full rear tail light, and then the rounder front end.
That was before the whole rear light illuminated with the running lights, but it came on with the brake lights.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
So I don't know. I don't know if it's got any more pictures than that. Hold on. I thought I had more pictures than that.
I was also the police interceptor. That thing was awesome.
Yeah, that was the V6, wasn't it? All-wheel drive?
No, mine was the V8 rear wheel.
Okay. So I know a lot of the police ones, I know at least the later half of the police ones were the all-wheel drive.
Yeah, and those are some awful pictures. Whoever took them pictures didn't know what they were doing.
Carvana.
Here's Scratch.
Yeah, Carvana took those pictures.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Dude, have you seen the shop that took a Chrysler Pacifica minivan and put a Hellcat motor in it?
I did, yeah. That was badass.
Dude, that was a badass build.
I bet it handles like shit, but...
Yeah.
Let's see here. Okay.
Uh-oh.
I'm not getting some of my chats anymore. My chat's been all fucked up with StreamYard.
I think it's because you're doing the vertical.
Yep. That's when it all started, I think.
Doing the vertical and the horizontal, and it's like...
Yeah.
I don't know.
It don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Technology for you.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. So I thought I'd at least have one person jump up here to disagree with me, but I guess not.
I'm kind of surprised. There's always somebody in the chat saying they disagree, it seems like, but they won't come up.
Look how many times Flawed went live trying to get a hater on.
That is true.
Yeah, it is. I mean, but his was more geared towards Upchurch. I made it a wide variety. Like, a lot of people don't like the way I talk about women.
Fucking women.
I mean, a lot of people don't. You know,
go ahead and say it.
They should just be in the kitchen barefoot and pregnant, you know?
Yeah.
I just call him a personal dishwasher and go home with it.
What's another name? What's another name for a woman?
With it?
Or what's it? Fuck, I can't remember it now. Fuck.
Jesus Christ! You gotta tell a joke and fuck it up. What the hell?
Oh, dude, it's big time. I'm horrible at this. Dude, I've had head trauma recently. Okay.
Excuses.
Very true.
That is true, but excuses.
I didn't need the excuse, but hey, it helped.
It worked in your case.
Yep. Let me see. I don't know what else we could talk about. Like, what about? Did you see? Do you HBR? Do you follow Savannah Dexter on Facebook?
No.
No. Yeah,
I bet that's a show.
She posted another crying video yesterday on Facebook.
Lord.
Jesus.
Savannah, just give it up. Go Go start an OnlyFans. You'll make more money there.
Grow up something, yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to be one of those assholes, but, I'll be an asshole.
Might as well.
Make more money.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just think it's funny you go from making a diss track one day to crying on the internet about your marriage being over. It's like, pick a fucking lane. Like, which one do you want?
Yeah.
Want to be depressed or you want to be dissing?
I'm a victim. I mean, that's what I heard from her. I'm a victim.
Get a big old victim sticker made.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to the redneck rave.
I want to. I just ain't got the money to.
Yeah, it's at the same place this year, ain't it?
Oh,
HBR?
Yeah.
It's very close.
The only way I'm going is if Trailer Made's going. If Trailer Made's going, I'll be there.
I believe they are.
Yeah.
Because I think Justin's goal is 100 artists this year.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, I missed it last year. I wanted to go. I actually had free tickets to it. I won it on Triple T's show, I guess. Triple T called me one night real late. He's like, hey, you want tickets to the Redneck Rave? Are you going to take them? I was like, nah, just give them to somebody. I woke up the next morning. I was like, I should have fucking took those tickets and just fucking went. But, yeah, I had shit going on. I can't remember what I did that weekend. But,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure I worked that weekend.
I want to go, but, yeah, it don't look so good.
Well, fuck, you're out all the way out on the West Coast, too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the part that really fucking sucks.
Oh, dude, you still got the you still got the wheelchair, man. Come on through. I'll push you through the mud. I'm taking HBR mud, and I'll be right back.
Hell yeah, let me go.
Yeah, you're coming with me. Let's go.
Is that considered four-wheel low?
Yeah. So,
I started pissing ass rain. Bullshit.
I did that earlier today here. Went outside, stepped in a big old puddle, and ruined my day.
It's a fucking East Coast just had some fucking wild shit.
Oh yeah. we get some crazy ass weather over here.
It's fucking yeah.
What's funny is I think in the next couple of days it's gonna be back down to freezing.
Yeah, it is. It's supposed to be cold again. It's supposed to be cold again.
And it's crazy.
I was just seeing something like 4-inch fucking hit or 4-inch hail fucking falling down up in Illinois.
Yeah.
Hey, so I got a music video I want us to watch together.
Oh, let's do it.
Yeah. You ready? It's an AI music video. You ready, HBR?
Uh-oh.
I don't know. You might have already seen it, but I seen it the other day. Saved it on X. So, hold on.
I was gonna say, is it that Beavis and Butthead rendition I sent you?
Oh no.
No. Check this out.
Oh shit.
Alright, here we go. I'm gonna play it. It's 3 minutes 18 seconds long. And
I don't know if I did
one of the I'll stop it a few times and we'll talk about it too.
Alright.
Feel like I'm getting deja vu. This is like a rock war number 2. A rock war number 2. I like the look of those oil supplies. I'd be ashamed if someone invaded you. If someone invaded you. And I ran so far away. Above my red, above them night and day. But destroy USA.
is great.
This is fucking. I thought this was fucking awesome. Look at his hair.
This is the best use for AI right here. Is this kind of shit, dude?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, we'll play the rest of it. I think.
What are you?
A drone appears above your head. A mowing bomb comes falling down on you. Falling down on you. The fleet is moving nearer still. The Strait of Hormuz, it comes in view. The oil must flow through. And I ran so far away. The bomb I bombed them night and day. But destroy USA.
So you got Pam Bondi, you got Marco Rubio on the drums.
Marco's killing it.
And then you got JD Vance, I think, on the keyboard. Did you see him?
Yeah.
You got to send me that link. I got to send this shit to my dad.
Shit's great.
Yeah, I was laughing my ass off the other day when I seen it. I don't think I've watched it all the way to the end. Here we go. What up, Frank?
Oh, Pete.
Look at that, JD Vance.
What the fuck? Okay, where did this fat JD come from? I mean,
have you seen all the memes of him dressed like this?
Yeah,
I've seen a couple of them.
Did you see him dressed like that for Halloween?
Did he really?
Yeah, he dressed like the meme. I thought it was funny. It was
that's great.
That's great.
He's like, I can laugh at my fucking self. I thought that was good.
He's like, yeah, you're gonna try to laugh at me? I'm gonna laugh at myself. Fuck you.
A tiny hand hits a big red button. Atomic bombs come falling down on you. Mushroom clouds in view. Send out a tweet to let you know. World War III, 'cause Israel told me to. All for Netanyahu. And I read so far away. Oh, bomb I read. Oh, bomb them night and day. Oh, and I read so far away. Oh, bomb I read. Oh, bomb them night and day. But destroy USA.
Oh, this is great. Did that say a flock of eagles?
I don't know. Hold on, let me go back.
Yeah,
a flock of eagles.
Yep.
That's great.
That's the best shit ever.
I knew we would get somebody to come up.
Oh.
I
feel
got
like
some.
I'm getting there.
Oh. All right, so I'm gonna have you guys drop off.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Peace out.
So I'm gonna bring up the split the difference guy. If he wants to come out and talk, we got personal history.
Personal beef.
No, I wouldn't say beef. Have a good one, man.
Late.
Later. So the link is in the chat if you want to come up, bro. We can come up and talk about it. I don't know what you want to talk about. But I did drop the link today. So while we're waiting on that to happen, I'm going to play a song now. Alright, so I'm going to play a new track. Oops, I'm not playing that track again. I'm going to play this track while we're waiting on Split the Difference to come up. Okay, here we go.
Safe for the faint of heart, dog.
Man, like we really ain't got wood chippers out here.
Just know when I say every single pedophile,
Okay.
I mean every single last pedophile.
Kill every single pedophile. Kill every single pedophile. And if you disagree, don't come around. Lest you clowns wanna pick your teeth up off the ground. If you with me, shout. Kill every single pedophile. Kill every single pedophile. And if you disagree, don't come around. Lest you clowns wanna pick your teeth up off the ground. If you with me, shout. Kill every pedophile who ever stepped foot on that island. I hope you fry in hell for every child you ever left crying. I tie a millstone on your ankle, tell you swim off the island. And crazy part, I'll probably read some comments saying I'm violent. But that's the cognitive dissonance. Y'all still living in denial. I don't blame you, maybe you'll wake up if there's ever a trial. Highly unlikely though, because the type of dope these tiny hats have mean they don't have to fight in court. Meanwhile, my bank account's living on life support. I'm making 6 figures, how the hell am I still poor? Half a rack at Costco barely get you eggs in the store. So wave goodbye middle class, guess we don't exist anymore. It's just the rich or the poor, and poor and rich are at war. And long as they keep the poor fighting, rich will keep getting more. Richer by the minute while division keeps us defeated. But I hope that we still decent enough to come in agreement. It's kill every single pedophile. Kill every single pedophile. And if you disagree, don't come around. Lest you clowns wanna pick your teeth up off the ground. If you with me, shout. Kill every single pedophile. Kill every single pedophile. And if you disagree, don't come around. Lest you clowns wanna pick your teeth up off the ground. If you with me, shout. Kill every single pedophile. Goes for both sides of the aisle. You hurt a child, I hope you die and your remains are never found. While you lay there underground, can only hope and pray somehow. You can still feel the pain, but can't nobody hear you shout. So you can feel the feeling that your victim felt while they were tortured. Evil started with one tree and now that seed became an orchard. For sure, could argue all day till we blew in the face about how right we think our side is in these red and blue states. About who's gay and who's straight, about who's black and who's white. And never mind that Bill Gates gave STDs to his wife. And that's the guy out during COVID trying to give health advice about needles while his needle prick cheats on his wife. With Russian girls young enough to be this pervert's granddaughter. All them get away with murder like Dharma getting manslaughter. Had a talk with my guy Kev, he said that Jesus still forgives. And I agree, I help you meet him if you touching little kids. Kill every single pedophile. Kill every single pedophile. And if you disagree, don't come around. Lest you clowns wanna pick your teeth up off the ground. If you with me, shout. Kill every single pedophile. Kill every single pedophile. And if you disagree, don't come around. Lest you clowns wanna pick your teeth up off the ground. If you with me, shout.
All right, and we're back. Okay. So we do have Split the Difference in the chat or in the waiting room waiting to come up. So we'll go ahead and bring him up, see what he wants to talk about, and we'll see where we're at with that. Here we go. What's up, man?
What's up, buddy? Nice to meet you officially.
Yeah, we had a maybe a little bit of a run in.
Yeah, a little bit. What should I call you? What's your name? Or do you just want me to call you 2P1?
You call me 2P1, 2 Protects 1. I don't really put my name on the internet. I mean, you can find me pretty easily, but
okay, I'm Dylan. You can call me Dylan. Right. Or Nelson, be a liberal friend.
Nelson's liberal friend. I like that better, but that's just me.
Yeah, we need a cute abbreviation for it, though. Yeah, well, Nelson didn't send me the link. So, I think Silver, I'm sure you're familiar. Silver sent me the link, and he was like, I need people to disagree with them, so hop in there and start arguing.
I had some people come up, and I knew they didn't disagree with me. I was just kind of hanging out, waiting for somebody to come up, which is fine.
It would have been fun to have a chat.
My plan was, okay, I have one person up that disagrees with me. We can talk for 10 to 15 minutes. If there's somebody else in the chat, or if there's like somebody waiting in the chat, we can talk 10 to 15 minutes. If not, we can keep going. But you know, I wouldn't want anybody to feel ambushed, so I wouldn't do that to anybody. You know, you obviously disagree with me on probably several issues.
Well, I was listening to you guys earlier, and it sounds like you've joined me on the dark side of TDS.
No, I wouldn't say all that. I'm not going to actively go out and talk shit about. I just don't agree with what they're doing right now. Iran. I don't agree with them not following through on mass deportations. I feel like they're backtracking in certain areas, and then they're going over the edge in other areas, such as Iran.
So, I'm curious about that, because I have a lot of sort of more middle ground friends who voted for Trump, and then a few people like you who are on the more, like, I'd say, extreme, like, America First side. That's not necessarily, like, mainstream conservative, for lack of a better word. And it's funny because a lot of the people on the more mainstream side feel disappointed in the similar ways, but on the immigration issue specifically, they feel disappointed because they didn't think Trump was going to go as far as he already has. So I'm curious, like, I don't know. Obviously, you're not a big, political person. You said you don't try not to follow it too much, but I'm curious, like, as somebody who ostensibly has a different political mission than what is going on right now, how do you see yourself getting to that political goal of, like, true America First, truly mass deporting, if, like, this entire mainstream conservative movement is completely on the other side of the coin as you?
I think there has to be more radicalization of people. I think people have to get to the point of being sick and tired of the same old status quo. Buttoned up conservative Republicans that are just being taken advantage of, not only by Democrats, but their own fucking party. So they're being taken advantage of to the point where they make promises, they don't follow through on it. That's been the way. Like right now, we have control of the House, the Senate, and we have the majority in the Supreme Court, and we haven't done shit with it. Like, we really haven't done anything with it. And
I agree.
I feel like it was the same way in 2016, 2017, right before the midterm. Like, they had control, they did nothing. So,
well, even in 2016, 2017, 2018, I mean, Trump's first 2 years didn't really accomplish much legislatively.
Right.
I mean, he couldn't even get this. Well, he couldn't get the second round of stimulus passed that he wanted to. And I think I can't remember. I wasn't as into politics at that time, but I want to say there was like a big infrastructure bill he wanted to pass that he couldn't even get done towards the end of his term. I completely agree. I mean, I think that's why he does so many executive orders. Is he's really bad at getting legislation passed, because for all of his like deal maker in chief bullshit, he's really bad at actually like appealing to the other side. And aside from Fetterman getting any votes, like, I mean, you can give Biden all the shit you want, but, or you can say auto pen, whatever, but he had like a razor thin margin in the Senate and a tiny margin in the House, and he was able to pass some pretty big legislation by working with both sides and, making the moderates happy. So,
but the thing is like, I'm looking for, like, when I say I'm America first, I'm not looking for two sides, Democrats and Republicans, to come together and suck each other off. I'm just not looking for that. Like, because these bipartisan shit that they agree on most of the time doesn't benefit the American people. All right, it benefits people that fucking literally want to see this country destroyed. So, when they agree on something, I'm automatically red flag. So
what about the Chips and Sciences Act that Trump tries to take credit for now, that invested a shit ton of money in getting Intel to build factories, I think in Arizona, and try to shift chip manufacturing over, like stuff like that. I don't even think you can argue. It's just objectively good, right? I mean, assuming obviously they didn't load anything extra in, which I can agree in a sense. Like, legislation is too difficult to keep track of. I've done a lot of like state level political lobbying for my business. And it is slimy, like what they can do. There's certain processes where like last minute they can add stuff to bills, and there's basically no way to lobby against it. And I completely agree that there's slimy shit like that. But generally, they do pass good legislation. You think of the infrastructure bill Biden passed that wasn't partisan in how they distributed the money. Like, there's a ton of good things that do happen. I think the problem is a lot of like media is incentivized to push the eyes away from the actual like beneficial stuff, because it's a lot sexier to talk about dead American troops or illegal immigrants allegedly doing stuff until Trump's elected, and then suddenly illegal immigrants stopped committing crimes allegedly. But it's a lot sexier to talk about that than like, oh, look, we're getting $100 billion in infrastructure investment. And I think that's a problem. Like, I am a big government simp. I'll admit it. And I know, that's the polar opposite of you.
You like daddy government, huh? It's a little weird, but all right.
I wouldn't say I like daddy government. Well, so here's the thing. On one hand, like I said, I literally go to the state capitol to advocate against extra regulation for my business. Like, I think sensible regulation can be a good thing. Like, I think everybody can admit like data centers are a huge problem now. And that is something that the government has to regulate. Like, that's what the government exists for, right? So that is a form of regulation. So I wouldn't call that like appealing to daddy government. I would just say like there's certain reasons we have the government. Obviously, we do have a huge government relative to in the past, but I think there's like a needle to be threaded, or a difference to be split, as it were, where if you work with them and try to find actual productive legislation, it's possible. But I think the problem is, and I'll fight for this all day, is that a lot of people just don't understand how easy it is to do. Like, from my side of things, I've gone to in both Alabama and Georgia and talked to several state Congress people, senators, representatives in front of committees, and it's not hard to do. And I know not everybody has the time to go up to Montgomery, Alabama for 2 weeks and talk to every single senator, but at scale, if you have 1,000 people, 10,000 people, it's absolutely something that's attainable. If you want to raise $5,000 to $10,000 a month to pay for a lobbyist, you can do that, and you can talk to these people. Now, that's something I think, and I have a lot of disagreements, obviously, with Nick Fuentes. I know you're a big Nick Fuentes guy, but that's something Nick Fuentes has done exceptionally well, is how politically effective he is, because he actually understands how to get shit done, like, on the political landscape and be politically effective. I would just say, like, I think it's easy looking from outside, having not done anything involved in the government, to say like, oh, it's all bullshit. All they do is fuck you over. Look how much you pay in taxes. Who knows where that really goes? But when you actually like go a level deeper, I've done open records reports to try to make the argument to legislators, like, here's how much our industry is paying in taxes. You don't want to regulate us out of existence. All I had to do, and I will give the state of Georgia a lot of credit, because they're very good about they're just honestly good about everything. I know paying taxes sucks, but they have a great system for like paying our business taxes and such. I send them an open records request, and I said, hey, how much money are we paying in these particular taxes? And like a day later, they were like, oh, how would you like that formatted? Would you like it by month, by year, whatever? And then they sent me a thing, And I think stuff like that, it does inspire confidence in the government. And I understand that not a lot of people have that experience.
There's a lot of government corruption. There's a lot of stealing. There's a lot of stealing from both sides. I mean, literally, Kristi Noem just got caught for spending $200 million on on ads for ICE. Like, I don't agree with that shit either, but it's just weird. Like, anytime that it's presented in the media, it's like all of a sudden the fucking Republicans are stealing all the money and the Democrats are saints. Like, I mean, literally, we all know that's not true. We all know that there's been just as many Democrats as Republicans stealing money from the government. So
yeah, for sure.
I mean, it's to the point where they're robbing each other, or like they're robbing us fucking blind, and they're doing it right in front of your face. And maybe not so much at a local level. Okay, there are some crooked ass local governments. I know that for sure. But I'm saying, like, at a federal level, yeah, they're screwing us. And they're screwing you. Like, your taxes are just the tip of the iceberg of how they're screwing you over, in my opinion.
I mean, what would you say is a reasonable level of government regulation? Because you said I like that. Well, I don't even remember. How did we get to the daddy government thing? Because we went on a tangent.
You like the government? I don't. I mean, I don't know. We can go into like all these super detailed. Oh well, they do this, and I'll say they don't do this, and then they'll say you say that, well, they use the money for this, and I go, well, I don't like those programs or this and that. But when it comes down to it, like, if you can't look and see what they're doing with some of these government funded programs, the way that they're shelling out money for illegal immigration. I mean, illegal immigration is costing us fucking billions of dollars every year, but there's still dumbasses out there promoting for more people to come into this country and for the United States to be a melting pot, and there's no such thing as like an illegal citizen. I mean, what is your stance on illegal immigration?
I mean, obviously, you shouldn't break the law. As far as like, should we deport all the illegal immigrants that are here now, or should we promote more illegal immigration? No. Like, what's your...
Right here. Okay. You don't want them to break the law. Okay. Should all of them that have broken the law go back?
I don't think so, but here would be my argument is, I think, can I...
Go ahead.
Well, so the argument is twofold. And one is, I'll admit, a pedantic argument that I don't really care about. But technically, the breaking of the law is entering the country illegally. So if they came here under an asylum process or whatever, and then they stayed, it's a civil crime. So technically, they're not criminals, if I'm being pedantic. I don't really care about that one as much. But my practical argument is, there's a lot of people here, and I know people personally like this, who have successful businesses with employees, with families, who have done the right quote unquote thing as far as following the American dream, putting in the hard work, valuing family, all of these things. And the only wrong thing they've done is overstay a visa or come here illegally. At that point, now I'm totally down penalizing the people. If you want to say, hey, you have to pay a fine or you have to do whatever this is to make it right, then that's fine. But for all intents and purposes, if these people are here and they're making America better by being economically productive, by paying taxes, which I know it's hard to believe, but illegal immigrants pay a shitload of money in taxes. It's like $97 billion last year. You can check the IRS. So if they're doing all those things, like, I think it would be making our country worse if we shipped off 1 million people who are hardworking, who want to put in the legwork, and who actually want to help build something, and just ship them back because of, like, they didn't follow this one particular rule.
Yeah, you see how you like went from I don't really want people to break the law, and then like at the end of what you're saying, which was a bunch of like gibberish, you get to the end of it and you go, well, I don't want them to leave if they just broke this one little rule, and it's like, that's a pretty major fucking rule in any other country. Agree or disagree? You come in illegally to any other country, is that a huge law that you just broke?
Honestly, I mean, I don't know. I'm not trying to be dense. Like, I honestly don't know how severe of a punishment it is in Sweden if you come in without authorization.
Well, and that's the thing. Like you're to the point where it's like, okay, well, if they come in and they work really hard and they do this for the country and that for the country, the attitude that you have right now is the exact reason why in 10, 12 years this country won't even be fucking recognizable. Okay? Is because you're like, oh, you know, they're hard workers. It doesn't matter if they don't follow the law, they overstay their visas, they come in illegally. You know, it's okay. You know, you can break the fucking law. But if you went let's say you go to Russia, okay? Let's say you go to some other country. You know, I guarantee you, even like Mexico, you go into Mexico. Now, some places in Mexico might let you just fucking walk right in, but most of them are gonna, you know, they're not gonna let you just come in illegally and stay illegally. You get what I'm saying? Like, you go to Russia and it's like punishable by 10 years in prison and hard labor.
I mean, I don't know who really wants to go to Russia. I mean, okay.
I would love to go to Russia.
I think that's a crazy take. But I don't want to argue about that.
I'm pro Putin.
So there's this great. There's this story where this chick got brought into America when she was like 7 years old. It was a story somewhere in Alabama. She went to college. She used our colleges, got a master's degree in social work. Started trying to go through the process to become a citizen, and got kicked out because she got pulled over by the police, got a speeding ticket or whatever. They reported her to ICE and they deported her. What do you think about that?
I don't fucking care, to be totally honest with you. See, you're trying to come from like some kind of intellectual point, and you're taking these anomalies or these rare occurrences, and you're trying to build law, or you're trying to make these rare occurrences seem like an everyday thing to make people feel guilty for the way they feel about when so-and-so that's working on such and such degree gets deported. Like, I'm sorry, but, you know, there's going to be situations that happen like that, and you're going to have to just live with it. I mean, it is what it is. Like, if you stopped at every single story and felt bad about it, I don't fucking feel bad, bro. I'm
not trying to make anyone feel bad. I'm talking from a strictly pragmatic point of view. Like, this person who has spent a ton of money trying to become a master's in social work or whatever, that ostensibly has, especially after a ton of school, potential to offer huge value to society. We're just about to ship them out because their parents brought them here legally with no choice. And like I said, it's not even an emotional argument. It's a pragmatic argument. Like, we want more people here that are educated and that have the ability to drive economic production. Like, it's just practical.
In this situation, you don't even have to worry about it, though. Like, you don't have to worry about this situation because, I mean, eventually, like, if they made that, let's say, you're saying this is a real story, this is something that happened, right?
I can link you the article, yeah.
Okay. This is the thing, like, that shit's not going to happen that much anymore. Like, if it happened this time, okay. Because Trump's already came out and said, we're after the really bad criminals. We're after the people that, these really bad guys, and then we're going to send those people back. The people that are hard workers are going to stay. So really, what are we even talking about?
Well, the problem is he's lying. I mean, I've seen you see the articles. They're raiding Home Depots. I saw an article in mid Georgia. They're raiding like nail salons for fucking random Korean people, like, or Vietnamese or whatever. It's like,
Thank you.
Here's the thing, like, the whole point of America is that if you want to work, you can get by. And like I said, I don't support breaking the law. Hold
on, because you said I don't support breaking the law. But should they really leave because they broke this one little
penalize
rule?
Them. Like I said,
that's how you. No, that's how you minimize it. No, you got to go back. Pack your shit. You got to go back. Period, bro.
Oh, why?
Come in the right way, legally.
That's like, okay. Say, I can't even come up with a good analogy right now. But it's like a gift almost. Like, these people want to come here. They want to pay taxes, right? You think the deficit is a problem? And on the other hand, we're not reproducing enough. If you want more taxpayers, these people are like fucking ready-made taxpayers. If they're of age.
The problem is that not everybody's a ready-made taxpayer. You're saying this from a standpoint of every illegal immigrant that comes across the border is a tax-paying citizen, in which I know I can drive 30 minutes down the street in Ohio, and I can show you all the fucking Haitians that are living off the government. Okay, I can show you all the Haitians in Walmart that are going through the government, going through Walmart, filling their fucking grocery cart.
Yeah, and you
while I can hold on, while I can barely afford to buy a fucking $100 worth of groceries, and they're living off fucking thousands of dollars a month. Like, dude, this ain't your. I don't give a fuck what's going on in Haiti. Pack your shit, go back. But they won't, because our government is full of a bunch of pussies that won't initiate, or they won't follow through. Okay? And this is what needs to happen. You say all this tax revenue's coming in. Well, what the fuck are they using every year? Because not every person coming across the border is an American taxpayer. Okay? Some of them are fucking violent criminals. Some of them are fucking, they don't work. They mooch off the government. They come over here and they multiply by 5 or 10. They have a bunch of kids, and then the fucking kids can't leave. And then all of a sudden, before you know it, your whole neighborhood's taken over.
So, but do you... Okay, so do you actually care about that? Because
no, I don't.
Here's going to be the question, is if I told you there's 1 million people coming from Mexico, and I can guarantee you that they will have a job within 3 months of getting here, that they'll be not committing crimes, and that, you know, they will fully assimilate to American society. If I could guarantee you that, would you let that happen once a year?
Dude, What are you talking about? Go back once a year for what?
Would you let 1 million immigrants come in once a year?
No, I want to. Okay, I want to decrease.
So you don't care about. So you don't care about the taxes or anything. So why are you arguing that they're not paying taxes? You just don't care. You just don't like that they're immigrants. So just say that.
No, I don't want them here. Period. I've made that pretty clear. If you've watched any of my videos, I think we should shut down the fucking border, and we should deport 20 million illegal immigrants. And a lot of people will say, well, that'll crash the economy. Well, you know what? We got to get to the point where we start reproducing as a population. Okay? Americans. Okay, we got to start reproducing. We got to start pulling our own weight. We got to start. There needs to be incentives. Why can't a family, like, let's say, I think you are married, right?
I have a girlfriend. Working on it.
You have a girlfriend?
I just bought a ring.
Okay. Anyway, I know I made a bunch of gay jokes in the past, so I'm not going to go there.
I have very thick skin. You can make whatever joke you want, buddy. I'm all good.
But the thing is like, this is the thing. And I can't remember what the fuck I was going to say, but the thing is like, with illegal immigration, we don't see how much we're paying. Like, you say, oh, well, we got $97 million in tax revenue. Well, what the fuck did we put? What did we put into them? Like, what did we put into bringing these people over? We're paying for a lot of them. We're paying for their medical. We're paying for their housing. We're paying for fucking cell phones, groceries. Like, we're paying for them to basically come over, not assimilate, okay? Send money back to their fucking homeland and hate this country. Most of them coming over here hate this fucking country. Do you think these Haitians like this country and respect this country?
I'm sure they like it more than Haiti.
Well, they don't fucking show it. When you get firsthand experience with these people, they fucking treat you like shit.
I don't have any firsthand experience, so I couldn't say.
You go through the grocery stores. They're opening packages and eating the fucking food. I've watched them go down the grocery store eating packages of food, not paying for the shit.
Yeah, that's not good. So that's why I say, like, but I don't know why we're having this argument, because you don't even think sorry.
Yeah, hold on. Shut the border down. This is how I feel. Shut the border down. We have to ship 20 million illegal immigrants back. Until we can get that shit right and the border closed and under control, then we can think about letting some immigrants in.
So that Mustang you were just showing on the screen, right? Say I bought one of those and it was blue. Mm-hmm. And you said, I hate that fucking car because it's blue. And I was like, why are you...
Are we going to go this route?
Well,
are we going to go this route?
What?
Go ahead.
Oh,
go ahead.
I wasn't even...
It seems like you're going the race route, but go ahead.
It wasn't even a metaphor for race. And you said, I hate this car because it's blue. And I said, but don't you just hate all these Mustangs anyways? And you were like, yeah, but I also hate blue. So that's my thing is, with the welfare and all that, like that all can be solved. If we want less people on welfare, we can solve that. If we want to make sure that people are working, otherwise we deport them, that can be solved. But my take from what you're saying is that even if we solved all that, even if we guaranteed that they were only on welfare for a certain period of time, even if we guaranteed they had productive jobs, even if we found a way to just immediately deport them as soon as they committed a crime, even if all that was fixed, you still would want them gone. Is that true?
Because you can't guarantee that, dude. You're living in a magical utopia land that where our government's our government's actually going to function and do the right fucking thing. Yeah, you're living in. This isn't a liberal utopia, bro. It doesn't work like that.
It was a hypothetical to try to figure out what is most important to you.
What is most important to me? I don't know, man. Actually putting benefits in and actually incentives for people like me. Okay? Hardworking, white American that has a family, that cares about this fucking country. What's in it for me, bro? Every other race can say, well, what's in it for the black community or the Asian community or the Mexican or the Hispanic community? But if you say, well, what's in it for me as a white person? It's like, hold on, man, you're fucking racist, bro. And it's like, you know what? I stand up here, I do what I do with politics. Some people like it, some people don't. I don't really give a shit, okay? What I give a shit about is my family that's downstairs, okay? What is this country going to look like when my boys are my age? When my grandkids are around? What's this country going to look like? Is it going to be invaded by third world countries that don't give a fuck about this country, that don't want to assimilate, okay? That want to come over and wave their own fucking flags? Yeah, nah, I'll pass. Hard pass on that shit. Okay? And the thing is you can call me whatever. For the last 10 years, I've been called everything you can possibly think of. Nazi, white supremacist, racist, piece of shit, whatever you want to call me, okay? When it comes down to it, this country was started. This country. I'm not talking about Native Americans living here. We came over here, we conquered this country, okay? It was white European. Okay? It is what it is.
Have you ever been to Europe?
Yes, I have not been to Europe. What the fuck does that even matter, dude? Is there white people in Europe?
Yeah.
Was it majority white at one time?
The point is
probably not anymore.
I don't know. It probably is, but I don't know.
I doubt it.
The point is that there's no European identity. Like, there's no such thing as white European. Like, that's the extent. It's like saying all Asian cultures are the same. They're drastically different, and a lot of them fucking hate each other. Like, there's no such thing as white European. Like, there was a time when Irish immigrants and when Italian immigrants were coming in, and we hated them too because they were just new people. Like, I don't know where this idea that, like, you know, they have to be white immigrants to come in comes from. Like, and even using Nick Fuentes' own argument, doesn't he say that Mexican people are basically European anyways?
Dude, look, I'm going to clear up the Nick Fuentes thing, okay? Because I feel like I reacted to your guys' video and automatically you think I'm like some kind of Nick Fuentes stan. Look, dude, I can think for myself. I've been thinking for myself for the last 10 years. It's worked out pretty fucking good for me. I agree with some of what Nick says, not everything. Nick is telling everybody to go out and vote Democrat in the 2028 midterms. I'm not going to fucking do that. I'm just not going to vote at all. But I wouldn't vote for a Democrat because they don't align with my core morals, values, and beliefs. They just fucking don't. Okay? And I'm not going to sing Kumbaya and hold hands with a fucking Democrat when my own party's fucking me over. I just won't vote. And it is what it is.
How do you think we get America to your desired outcome, right? Because I would say that Nick Fuentes thinks that by voting Democrat, he'll force the Republican Party to change, right? Like, basically,
he believes that it'll force the Republican Party to actually run a candidate, another probably populist, run a candidate that is more pro-white, pro-Catholic, border control, all that stuff. Now, I haven't really looked into what all he wants out of a presidential candidate, but I know he doesn't like J.D. Vance. He doesn't like Marco Rubio. So, but I can't really speak for Nick Fuentes. I'm not Nick Fuentes.
Yeah, well, the only reason I brought him up is in the title, or he's in the title picture or whatever you call it, the thumbnail of the video. So I figured you were trying to argue about him.
Yeah. No, you're not the only one that says shit about Nick Fuentes. Like, oh man, he's a Nazi, he's a white supremacist, he's this, he's that.
I didn't say any of that.
I know, I'm not saying you. I'm saying there's people out there that do that, and it's like, okay, whatever. Like, he says he has made a shit ton of edgy jokes. Okay, he's an entertainer along with a political commentator. Okay, do I agree with everything he says? No. Okay. But I think he is a bright person that knows what the fuck he's talking about most of the time geopolitically, and he can pretty much he pretty much predicted all this shit that's happening right now would happen back before Trump was even president. So
who did he say to vote? He said he didn't say to vote for Trump in 2024, right?
He didn't vote in 2024. Yeah.
So here's my thing is, I try to come at things from a lot of different angles, and the immigration thing, like I said, I'm not a big emotional person. My thing is mostly practicality, right? Like, I think a lot of the problem that I would point out in your view is that it sounds like you think a lot of things are zero sum, basically. We're like, we have a limited amount of resources, and if one guy comes in, that's one less thing that I can get because he's getting it. But the way a lot of economic stuff works is if somebody comes in and they get a job, then they're making a bunch of extra money. They're producing something that the United States can sell that's like a marketable good, right? And so they're making extra money. The United States is making extra money. That person is spending the extra money at local businesses, right? Walmart, if they ever have to stay at a hotel, they go on vacation to Florida, whatever it is. So the more people you put into an economy, the more money it makes overall, the more money everybody else can make.
You know, I got you, right? That doesn't work, and I'm going to explain to you why. Because if you let an illegal immigrant family come over, let's say you let a mom and a dad and 5 kids. Only the mom and the dad's working. The 5 kids are a strain on this society, on medical. They're a financial strain on the society. Like, especially if the illegal immigrants come in and if they don't have a job. Mm-hmm. They come in and they're already a strain on our society, because for a while, until they get a job, we have to pay for housing, medical, we have to pay for their grocery bills. Most of them are getting like enough money from the government to buy a car. Okay, and I'm not even attacking Hispanics, okay? Let's talk about the Haitians for a second. When the Haitians came here, okay, to Ohio, where I live at, all right, they're being given somewhere between, I think it was like something like $4,000 a month, okay? And that's just one family. I think it was like something like $4,000 a month. But what they're doing is they're renting these houses, and they're putting 2 or 3 families in one fucking house, all right? And they're all bringing in all this money, and they're getting, I don't know how they're getting these cars, but I think they're getting some kind of government funding for the cars. They're getting government funding for housing, cars, medical, food, okay? And I can't remember how much they said it added up. I was really paying attention to it right before the election in, 2024.
Yeah, I watched it. Sorry, go ahead.
But I mean, the thing is what you got to realize is that these people are coming over, and the mom and the dad might eventually get a job, but the 5 kids, it's going to take fucking 10 years for them to get a retail job. And it's like, they're a strain on our society. And what they do is they come over here, and they did this in Minnesota with Somalians. Okay, they come over and they fucking multiply way faster than we do, and they take over cities, and all of a sudden we're paying all this government funding for these third world invaders that fucking hate our country. They don't want to assimilate. They come over, they wave their own flags, they take over their own fucking city, they take over the cities in the United States. I mean, so you can say, well, they're adding money to the economy. No, actually, they're fucking taking money away, too. So if they're adding to it, they're probably taking some away, too. And I wouldn't trust any kind of numbers you get from the fucking IRS. Is the IRS going to tell you the truth on how much money they're bringing in from illegal immigration? Like, why would they give you? Why would they be right about or get accurate about that? Why would they want to tell you that?
Two different things. So first thing on the point of kids is that I would see kids as an investment. So you have kids, right? So if those kids grow up, like you said, eventually they'll get jobs and eventually they'll become economically productive. So that will enrich the entirety of the United States, increase the GDP, increase the amount of money flowing around, increase the amount of consumers at local businesses, right? When your kids grow up. So it's an investment in this future of the United States. Those people, laborers, are valuable by definition. So those people will increase the value of the United States in 5-10 years whenever they start becoming economically productive. And that's every child, by the way. And obviously, I know you'd argue that, if it's an American kid, it's worth it. We want, obviously, I understand that. But I would just see it as an investment. And if you want, we can, there's conversations to be had about all of this. If we can agree that bringing in a certain amount of Mexican immigrants is beneficial and we'd be willing to spend a certain amount of money to do that. And if you come in, you have to agree that hey, this is the amount of money you'll get and you're going to have to figure it out. Otherwise, we're either going to have to kick you out, whatever the penalty is. That's all possible. I don't understand this thing where this person in chat said, oh, Dylan's arguments sound great if they weren't hypothetical. We can figure it out. We're fucking America, dog. If we want to figure out how to get fucking immigrants and make sure that they assimilate, it's possible. I don't know why you have that look. It's possible.
Dylan, listen. I the one thing I think you fail to realize, okay, is that we're way past the holding hands and singing Kumbaya type of moments in the United States anymore. We can't come together and agree on anything. And when we do, it's usually something that fucks over our country. And the thing is you say, well, all of these kids are going to be an investment. Well, that's kind of a hypothetical too, because you don't know that for sure. And the biggest issue with legal immigration is even the legal ones coming over, they're not assimilating to this country. Americans are supposed to learn Creole. Americans are supposed to learn Spanish. Americans are supposed to learn, whatever fucking. That? Dude, I don't think you understand. When the Haitians come over here and the Haitians were working in the factories I was fucking working in, they weren't taught English. We were taught fucking Creole to be able to communicate with them on the assembly
That's fucking
lines.
Retarded.
Well, I'm just saying that's the way it is. That is our thinking right now. So if you come over legally, you have to assimilate. Period.
Sure.
It's if you're not willing to assimilate, you got to go back.
Fucking English. I'm all for it. Teach everyone English based. I love English. It's great. I don't see the problem. That's the thing is it's these are all easy trivial things in my mind to solve. If we change the process to where it's not a bunch of people coming here illegally and we can actually easily keep track of them, then it should be easy to keep track of all this. If you want to limit the amount of money being sent overseas, fucking go for it, man. That's fine. I agree. They shouldn't take money and send it out of our system. We should incentivize them if they have other people who are other productive people. We should find a way for them to potentially bring them over if they can prove that they will be a benefit to America. I just think it's like if I broke into your house and left you a box that was full of gold, and you're take you and your gold, get the fuck out of here because you broke into my house, you broke the law, take you and your gold and leave. No, you'd fucking keep the gold and you'd kick my ass out of your house. If these people are bringing something of value, which is their labor, their consumption, then if they broke the rules, penalize them and then let them stay with the good things that they bring. You have to. You're never
going to get me to agree on that. Because you broke the law to get here, so you got to go back. You got period.
You have to agree. Okay.
There's no bending on that. Look, dude. I've held this view for 11 years. If you break the law coming into this country, I don't give a shit about your work ethic, your family, your wife, your kids. You all got to go back. And I know our government don't even feel that way. Because if you're born here, technically you're kind of in between. I can't remember what they call it.
The Constitution says you are a citizen if you're born on American soil. Which
okay, well, I think that's gay. I think if your parents came over here illegally and you were born here illegally, well, let's make it a family package deal and send you back. And I don't care about your work ethic, how good of a buddy you are, how many friends you have. I'm sorry, bro, you broke the law. You got to go back. And a lot of people will say, well, you're a heartless asshole. I don't fucking care.
I don't even care about the emotional part. I just think that's completely impractical. Like, these people
It might be impractical. It might hurt our economy. But, dude, if you're not a nation of laws and following the fucking law, you can probably admit we have lost our fucking mind in some of these inner cities. It's become like a lawless fucking issue. Okay? In all these major cities. And then all of a sudden we're saying, all right, if you're an illegal immigrant, you come over here, you work good, you're contributing to taxes, you're having, you're a good person. We don't have to send you back.
I'll caveat that. I'll say there should be a cutoff, and we should say, like, if you weren't here before a certain point, you're getting the fuck out. Like, if you came here yesterday, obviously, get the fuck out. But if you've been here for 10 years and you can show me that you've been working and haven't committed crimes and whatever, that would be when I would say maybe there's room for a penalty and some sort of exception. Yeah, that's where I'm at on immigration.
Yeah, I mean, as far as immigration, I mean, we're probably never gonna agree on that because my views are, in my opinion, extreme. Extreme to most Americans, okay? Most Americans want to have this soft heart, and we want to bring everybody over. We're a big melting pot. How's that fucking melting pot working? It's not working very good right now, is it? Dearborn, Michigan's a fucking shithole, okay? Filled with Muslims, and they're doing Muslim call to prayer, all right? This isn't a Muslim country, okay? You might argue with me and say, well, this isn't a Christian country. Well, it damn sure ain't a fucking Muslim country either. All right?
There was no religion mentioned in any of the founding documents of this country. So I think that's a boring argument to have, though. I mean, you can check the Federalist Papers, you can check the Constitution, you can check the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah, so you're saying
mention a specific religion.
So you're saying none of our founders were Christians?
I'm sure several of them were. I think there were a bunch of deists as well, but I wouldn't say that, whatever the religion of the founding fathers necessarily has to be the religion of the people continuing. Like, as long as they're, continuing to, well, you would say that Christianity is an American value, but I would say hard work and, valuing your neighbor and all this other stuff would be an American value. So what's your take with the extreme divide? Like, what do you attribute that to? Do you just attribute that to how crazy the left is, or what's your take on the division of the country right now?
Look, if you're expecting right-wing people to all of a sudden, well, I don't know, man. It seems like the new right is becoming more and more like the left. We're accepting trannies, we're accepting LGBT, the community or whatever, or bending on some issues here and there. But like abortion, like, okay, well, some abortion's okay. And it's like, I don't know. I think there's a huge divide because most people that are liberals or leftist, they're agnostic or atheist. They don't believe in God.
I don't think that's true. I think still the majority, like 70+% of Democrats are Christians. I saw some numbers pretty recently, and it's still the majority. I'm positive of that.
Well, I'll say this. The fucking extreme left, okay? Most of the extreme left are agnostic and atheist, okay? I don't know. The divide, I think it was so much, okay? So much of the divide has been pushed by the left, okay? And I mean, you're going to push back on me like, well, what about the right? And what about Trump and all the shit that he said and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, look, dude, do you see the right out in the middle of the street fucking throwing shit at liberals and fucking attacking liberals and Do you see? I mean,
well, they
I don't
have to. They can just join ICE and then they can fight brown people all day. Like, you know?
Well, that's what I tried to join ICE. They wouldn't let me. I think it's an age thing.
They're ageist. You should join the liberals. We'll fight for you. I mean, but that's how it always is, right? The party that's not in power will be the most, will be extra loud. And, you know, obviously I don't agree with a lot of the ways that the people who have disagreed with Trump have been loud. But the thing is, like, if you're right leaning and Trump is doing mostly what you want him to do, then you got no reason to bitch. You got no reason to go protest, right? Except for now, obviously, that Trump is doing the craziest thing possible and fucking doing this stuff with Iran. But, you know, same thing like under Biden. That's why most of the left-leaning people were quiet, because on their side, there's no reason to fucking protest. So that's kind of how it works. That's why, well, I don't want to argue. I know you're not a big arguing on numbers guy, so I won't even bring that up. But
well, the thing is like, a lot of people will say, well, the right doesn't protest when something happens. I mean, it's a clear fucking example. I mean, just a recent example. We don't burn down our own cities. We don't rob. We don't loot. We don't fucking attack people, okay? I think there was maybe one issue when Charlie Kirk died, and that was because some leftist ran his bicycle over a Charlie Kirk memorial area, and it got the shit beat out of him, okay?
I mean, there's several examples of crazy shit happening, bro. Like, there were two grown-ass men who attacked kids because they were out protesting ICE. There was the shooter in Minnesota who killed the Speaker of the House, Melissa Hortman. There was the guy who...
Well, they tried to say that was a conservative. Okay,
have you seen the videos of him doing mission work? Bro, he was literally out there talking about the evils of America because they're accepting trans people. He sounded like you sound about trans people.
Yeah, I don't like trans people.
Well,
you're right.
Exactly.
They are
so
the
he
evil
wasn't
in
a
America.
fucking leftist, is the point.
I don't know. I haven't looked much into that. I mean, I heard about it, and then I didn't look much into it.
The point is that
it was weird. It was weird because it was such an important story for about a week, and then it was like gone.
Well, that's I mean, you even said yourself that's every story these days. It's just there's a newer, crazier thing every day. There's a new Epstein drop. There's a new war. There's a new, corruption thing. There's a new whatever it is. Trump's getting a new jet. Trump's getting a rocket sent to fucking Mars from Elon. Whatever it is.
Now, I want to ask you about that. What was she, a senator or a congressman that got killed in Minnesota?
She was a state representative. She was the Speaker of the House.
State representative, okay. You want to know why that story didn't last very long?
Because people don't give a shit.
Well, that's one reason.
And there's so much happening.
Yeah, well, I'll save that for another day. I'm not going to.
What is it? Oh, or is it the?
I think it's because they're white.
Oh.
I think it's because they're white. It was white on white crime, fucking they didn't really give a shit about it. There was no racial motive for the mainstream media to fucking push it. There was no racial motive. There was a little bit of a Trump motive, but I'm telling you, I need to go back and look at that because I'm almost 100% sure they proved a lot of that shit to be false.
So I'll give you
extreme right-wing guy.
I'll give you the charitable side. The argument from the other side was that because he had a bunch of No Kings flyers in his car, that he must have been someone who was planning on joining the No Kings protest or something like that. Which I don't know if he just picked them up because he didn't want other people to see him. Because if you were anti-No Kings, you would think like, hey, fuck these guys. I'm going to grab these flyers so no one else gets them. But what I can tell you is I've seen with my own eyes that there's on YouTube video of him in like some African country preaching about how far America has strayed. Yeah, I mean, I'm not lying. Like and you can see the date. It's like from 8 years ago. He was off in some African country preaching about how America's fallen to the left and how transgenderism is brainwashing all of our youth and all this other generic stuff. And to me, that doesn't sound like a left guy. Now, but the point is,
hold on. But is this true? Because this is something I did hear. That dude worked for Tim Walz.
I forgot that. So he did have a job for Tim Walz. But the thing is, with any government position, when you're a governor or any executive, Trump, whatever it is, right? That's like saying there's a guy in the FBI who works for Trump who's a crazy liberal, and therefore he worked for Trump, therefore he must be a Republican. Like there are a ton of ceremonial appointments that like are technicalities. Whenever you get signed in as governor, you sign all these appointments, you reappoint all the people who are doing their jobs, and you probably did a good job, and you just walk it over. Like it's not normal. Like this whole thing Trump did, where there's like political purity testing. Like, oh, do you think that the 2020 election was stolen? No. Oh, you're fired. Like that doesn't really happen in most governments. Like most governments, whoever's doing it and they're doing a fine job, they kind of end up staying until there's a reason, or if it's like the Secretary of State or whatever, you can change it. But I mean, even the chairman of the Joint Chiefs, Milley, was appointed under Trump and stayed under Biden. That doesn't make him a Democrat, although according to Trump it does. So I think it's
a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, I don't know enough about it. I recently looked back into him because I was arguing with someone about it. But yeah, I mean, I think pointing to the Tim Walz thing is a bit of a stretch. Like, if he was a government employee in Minnesota, technically he worked for Tim Walz,
Yeah, but I mean, you say that the right does that, which I will agree. Sometimes they'll take one little thing about a mass shooting, and it's like, he's a fucking liberal. Well, the left does the same shit.
I'm not arguing that. That's the way media works. I would argue that it's to a lesser degree on the left, but I know you wouldn't agree. My point is
every time there's a mass shooting, doesn't matter what the fuck. All of a sudden, it's a white Trump supporter. It has to be, and if it's not, they just completely fucking.
But I would say that's what they're doing on the other side. The whole like, oh, he worked for Tim Walz. Like, come on, while they're ignoring all the videos. I'll send you a link. Like, it's crazy the amount of videos. I'm sure someone in chat, if they Google it, can find it. But my point would be that just extreme people do the extreme shit, and the media is going to paint it with their own partisan brush on both sides. But my whole point that I always talk with everybody about is we need to be informed so we can actually call out the fucking media whenever they're full of shit. That's my whole political message. Is I obviously I would prefer people to vote the same way that I do, but I want more people voting, and I want more people informed. And I think that's the problem we're having as a society, is a lot of the politics that happens these days is imagination. Like, there's a lot of people who still ride or die Trump, and they still think that we're not at war, even though a bunch of people have said it, a bunch of people haven't said it. There's all sorts of crazy messaging because all they do is they listen to Trump. And if there was
a lot of those people, like if you get on Twitter, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, but if you get on Twitter, a lot of those people are fucking paid to say that shit. A lot of them are like paid influencers that are saying like everything is great over here in MAGA world. Yeah. So it's fucking weird. Okay, but the left does that too with their content creators. They fucking Harry Sisson and the other little twink dude. I can't remember what the fuck his name is.
Luke Beasley.
Chris Mallory or whatever. Chris something.
Like
yeah. But anyway, I can't remember what you were saying. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. It's all good. I was getting to a point. See, this wasn't so bad, right? We should have talked ages ago.
I don't like doing this though, because I don't. It's a waste of time. Like, it's just my point about it. Like, you're gonna go off after this, and you're gonna feel how you feel. I'm gonna feel how I feel. You might even think that I'm one of those extremists.
You said you are. You literally said it, man.
I am an extremist. Okay, so I do believe. Now let's ask you the question though. Do you think I'm the one going? Do you think I would be the one that would go out and do something harmful to somebody?
I don't know. You come off as a little bit unhinged. I'm not gonna lie, but
do you think I would go out and do the? I'm not gonna say it because the video will get taken down.
Yeah. I mean, I think anybody could do that if they were in the right place. Like, here's the thing. Like, January 6th is obviously the big example of like, oh, does the right really protest, burn anything down? But I'm getting to a point. Just let me cook.
All right, go ahead.
If I put myself in the position of one of those guys, and I really, to the core, thought that the 2020 election was stolen by evil liberals with the help of Venezuela, then I don't blame them for flipping the fuck out. I really don't. Like, I think that is a reasonable course of action, assuming they're right. My problem with them is they're wrong, and there's really good reasons to believe they're wrong. So if crazy shit was happening in America. If our government, now I understand you're on a different side of this, if our government really was robbing from us, doing all these terrible things with intent, then I would agree with you that we need to I would join you on the extreme side, but I just don't think we're there.
If I can prove it, I expect you to go out and get you an AR and get your ass at the shooting range. I don't know, man. I'm just saying. Like, I expect you to be on the front lines. If I prove it to you, I expect you to be on the front lines. I'm just kidding.
I mean, I would obviously want to try the reasonable, process of changing votes and stuff like that. But I agree. Like, if it was to that point, then it would be reasonable at a certain point to take extreme action. Now, do I think you're to that point? I don't think so. I mean, obviously, if you were, you probably would have done it already. But I mean, who knows? Like, if Gavin Newsom wins in 2028 and shit gets crazy, probably not. Still, I think it takes a really exceptional kind of person to be willing to grab a gun and to try to kill like a president or whatever,
Or hear me out. It takes a deranged transgender person because
exceptional as like exceptionally crazy, exceptionally whatever, not like
okay,
yeah. So I mean, it could be that too. It could, but yeah, I won't even make that joke.
But the thing is will you at least admit there's been some kind of uptick of transgender mass shootings here lately?
Yeah. I mean, I guess there's been like 2 or 3, which has to inherently be an uptick. So I'll admit, based on the numbers, for the first time in like 30 years, left-wing violence has outpaced right-wing violence, and I would attribute that, like I said, to inherently the parties not in power are going to be the most active. But I mean, I'll concede that. I think there should be no mass shootings. Obviously, they're all bad.
Do you think that the shooting with Charlie Kirk escalated the violence?
Well, let me caveat that. I've seen a lot of these things where like there's a guy with long hair who looks kind of feminine, and they're like, "That's a trans guy who shot people." I think the trans, like, I don't know. I guess race baiting is a thing, right? They say like race baiting. Oh, you're black, whatever. I think there's a lot of trans baiting happening. New term. But do I think that
that's Charlie disgusting? Anyway.
Do I think Charlie Kirk's shooting escalated things? Not really. I mean, I think weirdly enough, like it's like what you said. People kind of forgot about it. And I don't know if it's because he's white or what, or just because there's so much crazy shit happening. But like it kind of just, came and went. And obviously that everyone's not happy it happened, but with so much crazy stuff happening constantly in the world, like there's just almost no emotional bandwidth to like remember all this shit and still feel bad about that when like we've got 7 people dying in Iran and we're spending billions of dollars and there are mines in the Strait of Hormuz now and oil is going crazy, and is oil going to go crazy? Trump saying this is going to happen. Like you just can't keep track of it anymore.
Yeah, you have to, in my opinion, you really have to focus and keep in remembrance of these like major issues, in my opinion. Or you're easily distracted by the other stuff going on. Charlie Kirk was a huge issue for me. Because there for a while, I didn't talk about politics. I just left politics alone. Because this channel originated as a political show. It wasn't about country rap. It wasn't about reactions. I was doing political content for a year and a half before I even started doing this stuff. So it's like, I'm not new to it. But when Charlie Kirk got shot, that's when I got more involved. And now I've kind of backtracked since we pussied out in Minnesota.
Do you think
we pussied out? Yes, we pussied out in Minnesota. You're not going to agree with my take on Renee Good and the other guy. Yeah. So you're not going to.
You're a 2A. Do you carry? Do you carry every day?
Well, that's a little personal conversation. That's a little too personal, all right? I lost all my guns in a boating accident.
Oh, no.
I don't own guns.
Gotcha. Interesting. Okay. I think it's hard to view that as a 2A person, and like think it's okay. But that's just me. I think the second one was agreed.
I am a 2A person, okay? And a lot of people will say, well, he was in his legal right to have that gun, and you should be... All of a sudden, the left just comes out of nowhere, and they're all fucking 2A advocates. They've been trying to destroy the Second Amendment for fucking a decade. One leftist gets shot, and all of a sudden they're fucking 2A advocates. And, hold on, they're like experts in 2A.
Do you like Andrew Wilson? You an Andrew Wilson guy?
I do like Andrew Wilson. I disagree with him on some issues too.
You would call that an internal critique.
Yeah.
Where you're not necessarily critiquing somebody from your own position. You're critiquing them from their own position. Where you're a big 2A person, therefore you should think this is unacceptable because that's a value you have, is what they're saying. Not that, which, yeah, I mean, I'm into Second Amendment. I've got guns. I don't have an AR, but I got a couple pistols, shotgun. Yeah. Shot several ARs in my life. So
you should, and you should. I'm a huge 2A supporter. I didn't like what happened to the dude in Minnesota. Like, as far as I wish both those situations were different outcomes. Okay, but it is what it is. Like, it happened for. This is the thing. I think a lot of people in their minds were thinking unrealistically. Okay, because if we're to move, let's just say we're to remove 10 million illegal immigrants. Do you think we would be able to remove 10 million illegal immigrants with 0 accidents? 0 accidents with the left protesting every day, getting in the middle of shit. Do you think we would be able to go through that and remove 10 million illegal immigrants with no issues?
I mean, probably not, but I think we should strive to have minimal issues, especially when it comes to killing American citizens. And it doesn't seem like there's been a good faith effort from the administration to minimize those issues. Like,
well, what more do you want? I mean, he removed everybody from basically removed everybody from Minnesota.
Yeah, because the problem is because it looked so bad for this, because that shooting. Like, I'm telling you, I woke up, I was on vacation with my girlfriend. I woke up, I opened Twitter, like you said, open Twitter every morning, and that was the first thing that popped up. I was like, this can't be real. I swear to you, my first take, because it was so egregious that I figured it had to be like bullshit AI. So like, I just.
Which one are we talking about?
The second one.
Okay. What did you think about the first one?
The first one, I think that the first shot is maybe plausible. Like, I think that the shots fired from the side windows are unacceptable. Guaranteed. Like, 100%. But I think the second shooting was just insane. And, like, even taking off my, liberal hat is, like, fucking insane.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. Like, it's all framed in the way you want to see it. Because literally, you saw, 25, 30 seconds of an interaction? You didn't see what that guy was doing all fucking day long. Antagonizing those people and doing the shit that he's doing, interfering in ICE trying to do their fucking job. They're there to do a job. They're federal officers.
But
okay,
they're
there to do a fucking job.
Like they did.
Well, I mean, you have a right to protest. Do you have a right to protest in the middle of the street and block traffic?
No.
Then get the fuck out of the road.
Yeah, the penalty for that isn't a bullet in your back, though. It's getting arrested.
I think, in my opinion, after that happened, they should have doubled down, tripled down. And they should have removed the illegal immigration. And if they didn't comply, they should have brought in the fucking military. And it's just that simple. You're not gonna clean up these cities and remove illegal immigrants just by being all fucking buddy.
Let's be practical here. So why Minnesota, right? Because if you look, and obviously they're illegal immigrants, so the numbers aren't perfect. But just from a practical standpoint, there are going to be most illegal immigrants in places like Texas, California, Arizona, New Mexico, border places, right? Florida. There's a good amount in Georgia too. Why are they as far as humanly fucking possible away from the border that they're trying to get people back over?
I think what blew the whistle on it and brought them to Minnesota as hard as they went was the Nick Shirley exposing all the fraud with the Somalian daycares. I think all that shit that happened, I think lit a fire underneath the Trump administration's ass with because a lot of people on the right were fucking pissed. They're like, why are these people over here committing all this fraud, having these fraudulent daycare centers, and stealing billions of dollars from our fucking government or from our taxpayers? And I think that was an issue that will never fucking get resolved. Those Somalian, like those people that committed fraud, some of them will go back, but the majority of them won't. And I'll ask you this question: if you're in this country and you're a legal immigrant, like let's just say you're over here on a visa, or maybe you're a legal citizen, but you did come from a different country, if you are caught committing fraud, should you be deported?
I would say probably yes, but the one caveat I would say is like, so do you want them to serve time and we have to pay for them in prison, or would you rather deport them?
I'd rather just deport them, but that's just me. Let the other fucking country.
Okay. I mean, well, so
let
they don't
the other
end up
country
really
pay
facing
for their.
justice?
That's fine with me as long as they're not in this country.
Yeah, I'd say there should definitely be a threshold where, like, if you're a lawful permanent resident, well, I think lawful permanent resident is kind of a different story potentially, but I think there should definitely be a threshold where if you're a certain type of immigrant or on a certain type of visa and you commit certain crimes, and you can just be deported. I think that's how it is generally.
Yeah.
Now it depends where the standard should be, but if you're defrauding the government, I'd say that's a pretty good reason to get rid of you. As for Nick Shirley's video, I think a lot of it was kind of very selectively edited. Like, have you seen, there's a picture he posted where it was a UPS store in California, and he's like, there's 100 people registered to vote at this UPS store, and then there's on the community notes right underneath, there's a picture of the UPS store, and it has a high-rise apartment attached to the top of it. I think that's what a lot of the learning center stuff was. And another point that I think a lot of people probably don't know about the Minnesota thing, talking about the Feeding Our Futures fraud case, the first Minnesota fraud case that got big, those cases started being prosecuted under Biden in 2022. So I don't know if that helps you give you a little more faith in the system. Probably not. But even the liberals were trying to hold the illegal immigrants or legal immigrants accountable for fraud and trying to clean all that stuff up. And it just got blown up, obviously, because it became politically advantageous for the narrative to, distract from the Epstein files or whatever the fuck's going on.
I mean, the Somalians aren't the only ones doing it. Okay, I mean, they're, they just released, I don't know if you've seen it yet, but Tyler Oliveira or something like that released, I think that's how you say his last name.
I've seen the guy, I don't really know about him, though.
Have you seen the video where he released from, I think it's called like Lakewood, New Jersey, where there's, he goes into like a city that is taken over by, I can't remember what type of Jews they are, but they're Jews.
Hasidic Jews?
Yeah, Hasidic Jews. Yeah, and it's fucking probably worse than what the Somalians are doing.
But does it worry you that like so much of that is selectively edited for outrage?
I think I'll say this. Some of it might. I'll give you this. Some of it might be selectively outraged. Like they might be using it to push a narrative. Mm-hmm. But when you see it firsthand in your own fucking city, you go, wait a minute. There's some fucking truth to this stuff. And it may be worse than what we actually think. It may be worse than what is getting leaked out by Nick Shirley or Tyler Oliveira. Like, it might be worse than what they're saying. Well, so I'm kind of in the middle. Like, okay, like some of the shit I see, I'm like, okay, I don't fucking believe that. But sometimes I look at like something that Nick Shirley did. You know what I'm saying? Like when the shit was going on with Springfield and the Haitians, Nick Shirley came here. Tyler came here. Like, they reported on that shit. And they reported on it accurately. Because,
I saw a pretty good video. It was one of my Trump-supporting friends who showed it to me about the the Springfield thing where they interviewed a bunch of the Haitians, and they said how much they were getting, and I don't think it was $4,000. Now I'd have to look into the numbers, whatever.
Yeah.
But a lot of them even said like at a certain point they stopped getting the benefits. It only lasts like 6 months or a year or whatever. But that was based on just an apolitical guy who went and talked to everybody, and he basically went up to random people and was like, "Hey, do you get benefits from the government?" And they're like, yes, no. And then when some of them said no, he asked why, and he's like, "Oh, they run out at a certain point." But I think what I'm talking about is there's a bias towards which, and this doesn't help my pro-government argument, towards which fraud is focused on. Like there was just a huge multi-billion-dollar fraud case in Texas. Rick Scott, senator, or is he a representative or senator? I think he might be a senator in Florida. Was the CEO of a fucking huge medical corporation that had like $1 billion fraud case. Like this guy's in our government, like, and he's a Republican. Where's the accountability for that dude? Like I think it should be both sides. I don't mind holding fraudsters accountable. I just think it's fucked up when it becomes a political tool to bludgeon the other side with, and then everybody else ignores their own side.
It can be used like that. I'm not saying it can't, but I don't know. When I've seen both Tyler and Nick report on something accurately, and then I see them do other videos, I'm not saying they can't bend the truth a little, okay? But I'm telling you, I think in these situations, it's worse than what they're fucking showing you. I think some of this shit, especially with Lakewood and all the Hasidic Jews, and what they're doing in that small city, not good, dude. Like it's probably worse than what he even exposed. So he's taking a lot of shit for it. Like he put out the video, and he wasn't even like mean or rude. Like he was just interviewing people, like man on the street interviews. And puts out the video. They canceled his fucking Patreon. They started. I think they might have even kicked him off fucking YouTube by now. I don't think they've done that yet.
The problem is
the next move.
I'll give you this: the whole like immediate cancellation for talking about Jews or whatever is just. They really are not doing themselves any favors by doing anything like that. Now I did kind of want to argue with you about the whole AIPAC thing, but I don't know. I mean, we're 2 hours in. So you're not into the whole Candace narrative about Erica Kirk having her husband killed or whatever, right?
Dude, I don't believe like some of the shit. She's a little fucking out there. Okay, do I think there is some weird shit? Like some of the storyline doesn't quite match up with like the trans shooter and shit. Like some of it's a little weird. It's weird that they like paved over the fucking spot where he was like shot and killed like 2 days later. Like there was a lot of like little weird shit, but I'm waiting really until the end of this dude's trial and see what kind of evidence comes out. I don't think it'll be a whole lot. But as far as like the crazy, wacky Egyptian planes and fucking trap doors and like all that crazy. Nah, I can't get on board with Candace on that. Now, I have nothing personal against Candace as far as like, I think she has been right about some shit, but she's off on the deep end with like Bridget Macron and her having a dick. And
so random too.
So it's like, what are we doing?
Here's my question then: is why? Because she also, like you said, presents a carefully crafted narrative that like it all kind of makes sense if you string it together, even though it's like, oh, all these things are weird, and therefore, there's this conclusion. So why is that not compelling to you? But these other people who went to daycares when they're closed to show the empty rooms and pretend, certain things, like why is that more compelling to you? Just because it matches up more with your lived experience?
No, it's because they actually showed evidence. I mean, literally, they went to these daycares, they went to these medical facilities, and like, fucking, they really didn't exist. They didn't answer the doors. They didn't have any kids. Like the dude that was running an autism center literally just got charged the other day. I mean, I can't remember his name. I'll have to look it up and send you the link. But Nick Shirley pulled up on like an autism center, and a Somalian guy comes out, and it was like him and his mom, and like they have never. Now he's getting ready to go through like trial or whatever. I don't know why my camera did that, but they never had any autistic kids in the facility at all. Like they frauded. I can't remember. It was I had to look the story up and send you the link, but yeah, he just got arrested the other day. So some of the stuff is like, it's been proven. Candace, like, she's released a few texts, yeah, okay, Charlie started having a little bit of issues with the Jews. Do I think the Jews were involved in assassinating him? A possibility. But as of right now, that's as far as I'll go. A possibility, okay?
Okay.
I can't sit here and say, like, oh, man, the Jews killed him. Like, I'm not there yet. I think until it's proven otherwise, because all the stupid videos that came, like they had, dude, I watched Charlie Kirk get assassinated in 20 different fucking ways in 4K for like a month straight. I was looking at all these videos, okay? The second shooter and all this shit. Like there's another shooter up at the top of the balcony. There's a dude with a handgun. Like I don't buy that. I don't really buy that he was shot with what, a 30-06 or something like that. Well,
that's what they said. I didn't look into this too much. I just kind of took everything at face value, I'll admit. But I mean, there are weird situations. He could have been shot using old ammo that less gunpowder because it was supposedly his grandpa's gun. That's kind of my point, though, is that like there's a lot of like weird stuff that happens all the time. Like you go back, everyone loves talking about the Hunter Biden laptop story. Like the story is that he went to a blind computer repair guy, dropped off his laptop for repair. Like that sounds insane, but it actually happened. Like crazy shit just kind of happens sometimes. Like sometimes, this shit's planned to be repaved, or sometimes a bullet strikes a person in a particular way to where it doesn't exit the body. Like that doesn't inherently mean that there's a conspiracy. Now, I would extrapolate that out, though, to there's a lot of, either bad things that happen in government, people who defraud people, but that doesn't mean the entire government has an intent to defraud people, or the entire Democratic Party has an intent to defraud people. Sometimes bad people just do bad shit, and they belong to whatever group. They're just greedy fucks.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I think, like you could say, well, it leans one way or this way, and I'm at the point in my life where I don't fucking trust either side. Like, I'm just to the point where I'm like, fuck all of them. I'm done.
You seem very uncompromising, right? So where do you go?
What the fuck do you expect?
I guess. I think, there's always time to make a change. So, like, for your kids' sakes, where do you go from here, right? Like, who are you? If you're not going to vote, like, how do things change? Like, that's
my kids.
What I'm trying to figure out.
Well, I'll say this: my kids are homeschooled. Okay, they do take a Constitution and Bill of Rights class. Okay, they are learning about the history of our government. They're learning about the Constitution, the Bill of Rights. I'll say 3 out of 4 kids are homeschooled. My oldest one, she actually went back to like a Christian private school this year, but she was homeschooled for about 4 years. But they are learning about government, about our God-given rights, whether you want to debate that or not. But like they are learning that stuff. I don't really want my girls to get involved in politics. I would like my boys to maybe get involved in politics, run for office, stuff like that. There's to change the way it's going right now is we have to have America First candidates get involved. We have to have more of them.
The only way to do that is by voting, getting involved in primaries, promoting people. Is unfortunate unless you want to burn down the whole system and rebuild it from the ground up. But that seems crazy, and especially if you've got a bunch of kids. I don't know if you want your kids living through a revolution unless it's entirely completely necessary. So I mean, just from my experience, like I said, I was super involved, at least on the state level. I've been to DC a few times, and never talked to any Congress people, but talked to their staffers before. It's not that hard to get involved. Like you got a weekend or a little bit of time to draft an email to a congressperson, especially on the local level. I mean, especially on the local level, it's a lot easier. If I was teaching my kids, that's something I would drive home.
Well, I didn't talk about this, but I am going to get involved in my local government. Okay. I'm waiting for. It's nothing major. I'm gonna go for a city council position.
There you go.
But the next one that doesn't even open up, and maybe 2028. So I need to look into it here soon about it. I think the next seat opens up, but I don't really have a desire. I want to get involved in politics, but I don't know. How far would you go? How far would I want to go? And the thing is what the shit that they've heard me say on the internet, how far would I fucking make it?
They got a lot of ammo for those ads.
Yeah.
They got a lot of ammo. They're going to be putting a lot of strain on whatever AI they run your videos through to pull out all the interesting stuff.
They're going to be like, dude. He said faggot? Like, he doesn't like trannies? I mean, it's going to be...
I guess it depends where you run. It could be a positive, depending on where you're running it. What political side they align with, or how many gamers there are there. But even just like smaller level stuff, like it was in Denver. I went to a city council meeting, and there was this guy. It was the funniest shit ever. We met him in the elevator going up, and he was like, "Oh, you here for the city council meeting?" And he was like, and we're like, "Yeah, we're here to try to talk to people about, issue that affects our business." He's like, "Oh yeah, I'd just like to, it's a great way to meet people here." And he went up and talked, and he had no plan. He was so awkward, and he was like, "Yeah, I think we need some more parks for my dogs and a little bit more trees." And it was really cringe, but like, you have to give respect to the guy. Like, he thought these things are important, and he went to them and he took his minute and a half or whatever they gave him to try to air out his points. And I think if we did more of that, we would be in a better place, and people would actually understand what's going on in the government. Like, I think it's awesome that you want to try to get more involved in your city council, because that will give you even if you don't win, a more experience with how things work and where your money goes for your property taxes or your sales taxes. I think that's awesome. I think
I want to tell you something. The main reason I'm running for city council, okay, is because there's been too many Mexicans brought here, okay? We got to get them out. We got to send them back over the border. I'm just kidding. The main reason is because I think our local government is wasting our money. Like, they had a big surplus of COVID dollars, okay? Instead of doing something positive for the kids in the community and building, like, let's say, a fucking splash pad in the local park. What they did is they bought a second shelter, or they built a second shelter building to have, like, parties in, wedding receptions, birthday parties, all that shit. They built this separate building. They already had one down there, and it was kind of old, but they built another one. And what they did for the American taxpayers, the people, struggling to get fucking by, is they build this building with COVID tax dollars, and then they fucking charge everybody $300 a day when you want to rent it out. So it's $300 if you want to rent the fucking place out.
What?
Party.
That's insane.
Yeah, like, that's just one thing that they've done. So it's like, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's just a small thing, but it's like, they could have done something nice for the kids in the community. Even if they didn't build a splash pad, build a second section of the park. We got a lot of fucking little kids around here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have had another little area where they could, or make the park bigger, like the swing sets and all that shit. So.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. That seems insanely stupid. But more people getting involved helps that. And a lot of the people I've talked to about stuff like this have absolutely no idea that that's even a viable option to even run for city council or to even talk to your city council to try to convince them otherwise. And it's only just, a certain group of people that are like hyper involved, but the majority of people, like the general voter, just has no clue what the fuck's going on. As long as there isn't too much traffic and there aren't too many potholes, they're not really going to get involved. And I think we need to change that if we're going to keep going as a society.
Well, I want to say this one thing. I think that is one of the weakest points of people on the right. They don't get involved. A liberal, they'll fucking get involved in anything. Even shit that's none of their fucking business, doesn't affect them. Like, they'll fucking jump in there and they'll fucking die for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally. But I'm saying, like, the right, we don't do shit. We're not organized. We don't get it. Like, some of us get involved. I can't say that we're not all, but, like, I'm talking about the general base of voters. We don't organize. We don't. Well,
that's one thing Charlie did exceptionally well. That's why he was such a big deal. And even Nick Fuentes, like I said.
I think we're going to struggle without Charlie. Because Charlie was the guy on campus talking to college people. He was talking to young people.
I think you're going to struggle without Trump. Which, obviously, it might be good for your worldview. But the whole thing with the Republican Party right now is it is run by one guy. Which I think I said earlier, terrifying regardless. Like, I wouldn't want any one person to decide who's running for, my senator. It's crazy. Like what he tried to do with in Texas, where he said, I will only endorse this one person. And basically I'm going to pick who's in charge instead of the people of Texas actually picking with the primary. It's fucking crazy. But I mean, it could be good. Like, the more America First people might crop up. If Trump either dies or just ends up actually retiring from American politics, and you can actually make your case for your vision of America.
I think you're getting ready to watch the neocons take back over. You're getting ready to watch a Marco Rubio, a fucking JD Vance.
Yeah,
you're getting ready to watch them take over.
Well, I don't think JD is a neocon. He's like super against this whole Iran war. That's why he shut up the whole time.
Dude, I'm gonna say this, okay? Go back to 2024. I'll have to find the video, but the whole Iran war thing started with JD. JD started talking about, we're gonna go. If we have to, we'll go into Iran and we'll take care of what needs to be taken care of, and our main focus should be on Iran. And
really?
he come out and said it. Now, he might be backtracking now because he's thinking, well, I'm going to make me a presidential run. I think the best person to put in there as a Republican for 2028 is Ron DeSantis. He has to get better campaign people, though, because he ran a shitty primary campaign against Trump.
He's just a weird guy. That's kind of the problem. He's kind of a weird dude.
He kicks ass in Florida, though. He does. He just needs to work on. He needs to work on his, campaigning skills, because the whole wearing high heels or like the heels in his boots. Trump roasted him on that, and he had no comeback for it. Like, you know what I'm saying? He couldn't get out of neutral. And Trump was just making fun of him, and that was kind of my point. Is like, I just don't like the America First wing. I don't see as a big enough wing to win the fight. I mean, maybe, but I just don't see that happening. We're building, because I do want to say this. I am going to get involved with that, especially when I gotta keep it on the down low, because the right can't organize like the left can, or we're all of a sudden domestic terrorists and fucking Nazis and shit. But anyway, the whole Vivek Ramaswamy thing in Ohio, running for governor, yeah, I'm gonna get involved in that. They're coming.
Do you want him to run, or you don't want him to run?
No, I don't want that dude anywhere close to being governor of Ohio.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know enough about that. I stopped following him once like Doge fell apart. Wasn't he supposed to be a part of Doge? Didn't that? Yeah,
he was.
Long. Yeah.
Until him and it wasn't this past Christmas, but it was the Christmas before. So what was that? Christmas of 2024. Him and Elon came out and was talking shit about Americans and how lazy they were and how we needed more H-1B visa holders and we need more Indians to run our tech jobs. And yeah, dude, like it pissed a lot of people off.
Here's a question. Are you a capitalist?
I do feel like I am a capitalist. Why? No, I'm a socialist. I'm a communist.
No, well, communism and socialism are also like government and economic structures. But so capitalism, wouldn't the argument, and obviously calling Americans lazy is not a good idea if you're trying to be in a political position, but isn't that just, you good?
Yeah, I have somebody at my door. I think it's one of my dogs, but go ahead. I'm listening to you.
It was, I lost my train of thought now. Isn't that just capitalism though? Is like, if our American workers can't outcompete other workers, then our American workers need to be better.
I think our American workers are getting skipped over for H-1B visa holders. Like it's cheaper labor. They're bringing these people over and they're saying, well, we don't have Americans for this job. And it's like, well, have we really invested time in Americans and given them, like, do you know how much it costs for an American to go to fucking college? I mean, it's a lot of fucking money. And you have foreign people coming over getting free college. So, I mean, it's like, it's not, I mean, they're not having to pay, like they come over, they're not having to fucking pay for college, or they come over, or they have a degree from India. A degree from India. Have you seen what India looks like? India is a fucking shithole. Okay. Yeah,
someone invited me to go recently, and I was like, there are way better places I'd rather go, especially in the summer. Fuck, man.
I mean, if you like shitting in the streets or whatever, I mean, it might be good.
I mean, they got the Taj Mahal. They do some things all right, but yeah, their big cities are fucking insane, man.
But what I'm saying is like, I just don't. I feel like every other like immigrant, not even an illegal immigrant, but like immigrants coming over here are getting like a step up over naturally born citizens, over people like you and me. And I'm over here fighting against it, and you're over here supporting it and saying that we need more of these people. And really, what it comes...
I would say that I want, obviously, to take care of American people. I would want that everybody has a chance to succeed, but also that I don't think it should stop us from, if other people, like I said before, share our values and want to build a life here, that shouldn't stop them. Yeah. I think we can do both. Is a lot of my point. Is like the government, whether you like it or not, is a huge fucking institution that spends a shit ton of money. So they have the ability to walk and chew gum at the same time, as they say. If we allocate our resources right, which obviously we're not doing perfectly right now.
I mean, this is the thing. Anytime you really want to fuck something up, you just get the government involved, and they really fuck it up. Like, you know, I mean, our U.S. Postal Service, it's fucked up.
We literally did a podcast the other day, and I was like, my hottest take in the world is that I actually don't mind the post office. Because here's my argument, okay? First off, there's a bias because you get infinite pieces of mail all the time, right? And it always works. But then the one time you have a fuck up, you notice that fuck up. Third point is they have to ship mail to every single piece of America, even overseas, even military bases overseas. You can ship for $8 or whatever it costs with inflation these days. For a small post office box, you can send it to fucking Afghanistan or wherever we have military bases. That's kind of sick.
I mean, I'm not saying there's like no positives. Yeah, they're not perfect, you know, but yeah, I mean, the post office is a lot better than when I was a kid. I mean, like I in my opinion, I think it is better as far as like receiving your packages, like sending them all over the place. Like, I don't know. I don't think it was as good back in the day, like when I was in the 80s.
Yeah, but you also have to think the scale. They ship millions and millions and millions of packages, with Amazon and everything now. I think I'm going to hop off. This was fun, though.
Yeah,
I appreciate it. It was
it wasn't bad. It was okay.
Well, I had fun. I appreciate you having me and giving it a chance. I was surprised that you said I could do it, so I appreciate it.
Well, I didn't think you would be the one that come up here or whatever, but, I think it was a good, productive conversation. Did we change each other's minds? No, but, I could be friendly. I can be friendly with you. I can be friendly with you and not call you a gay man, okay? I think I could do that from now on.
I appreciate it, and I could be friendly with you and not call you a Nazi or whatever, But I appreciate it. I think it was good to just air stuff out. But appreciate it, man. Take care.
Yeah, you have a good one, man. All right, so that was that. All right, that was about almost 2 hours of a conversation between me and Split the Difference. I thought it was good. I thought, he had some good points. I probably had some good points too. I'm more of I would say I'm more of an extreme guy, okay? But I thought it turned out good. I think we should do this more often, have more people up that disagree. I think it was a good episode. I appreciate everybody coming through. I'm going to wrap it up for the night, all right? I'm tired, all right? I'm old. I'm ready to fucking go to bed. But I really do appreciate everybody coming through. I've seen a lot of people in the comments. I didn't address the comments, obviously, because we were busy talking. But I think it was good. I think this is something that we should start doing, every so often. Okay, so I'm not seeing all my comments. The next time I go live, I'm just going to go live from, horizontal. Okay, just a one view, because I'm not seeing everybody's comments, so... but I appreciate everybody coming through. I am going to play a song on the way out. I'm going to play Webby's new track, Chris Webby's new track. And this is Raw Thoughts. So I do want to play that on the way out. I appreciate everybody coming through. I had fun tonight. Thank you. Please remember to hit the like button. Comment on this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel, hype this video, whatever you want to do. But whatever you do, do not make love to this video, okay? Just don't do it, you sick fuck. Alright, I appreciate everybody coming through. God bless you. God bless your family. And God bless the United States of...
History. 13 bloodlines rose to power.
Of America. Hold on, I'm going to reshare my page here. So we're going to play this on the way out. This is Chris Webby, Raw Thoughts. Let's go.
Power wickedly. They came from me. Well, here we go again. Once upon a time in our rewritten history, 13 bloodlines rose to power wickedly. They came from ancient lands with depravity and vices, like usury and rape and ritual sacrifices. They worshipped evil gods, but they kept the secrets hidden as they infiltrated and hijacked other religions. They conquered other countries and they printed all the money while they plotted on a plan for the control of everybody. And here we are now, still on the same path, with the devil in the details. You could do the math. Only God's got the map with the one road back. On the human racetrack, we passed the last lap with your pedophiles and Illuminati puppets operating in the shadows like roaches evading justice, subliminally teaching the wicked ways to the public, whether we knew it or not. Now we're all a product of it. See, they desecrated nature and set fire to the wilderness, filled us with their poison and they wired us for sinfulness, stole our ancient knowledge and left us broken and ignorant, and stole our sons and daughters and fed on the stolen innocence. They groomed our behavior and turned us on our neighbors, took away our promise and offered us false saviors. But something's gotta give when you're ruled by the takers, and in the end, us and them will meet the same maker. So I dedicate this song to those who lost their life and paid the price to tell the truth for what they thought was right. Those who up against the odds answered for the call to fight, and now it's time that the fucking darkness is brought to light.
distracted. It's time to load this chamber and aim at the head of the monster now. So go and grab a slice of Pizzagate. John Podesta's here to serve you each a plate. Tony's pouring fresh adrenochrome you really need to taste. And Barack bought the hot dogs for over 60K in just a single day. That's what our taxes went to pay. Careful though, he'll take you paddleboarding if you tell his secrets. And stay away from his husband, she's meaner than he is. And Bill Gates is over there with a syringe and gloves, cause he likes to vaccinate the kids before he drinks their blood. And who's that chewing on a pineal gland? Oh, that's just Hillary with all that frazzle drip on her hands. That's red-handed. And there's Bill with jizz on his pants. Galena wiped the stains when her plane from Israel lands. So someone grab the spirit cooker if you looking for the gravy. Abramovich, who is not a witch, well, maybe. And Gaga don't drink the goo-goo from little babies. That's crazy, she's honestly a really nice lady. And look, it's Kevin Spacey right off the set of a movie. He shot in his basement with a child and George Clooney. Weinstein funded it, Spielberg directed it, and Bono made the music and sang at a kid's benefit. And George H.W. Bush is pulling the car up with every man in his family, even Barbara. Ellen's on the way from Diddy's house with Sean Carter. Cause here at Comet Ping Pong, the club is what you're part of. Oprah's on the way, but she'll be late. She's stuck in human traffic. We'll just have to film the sacrifice and show it to her after. Go and throw it on a lacy driver. Don't be losing that shit. Where's Anthony Weiner's computer? I thought that Huma had it. Just relax, take a nap with that guy in the Biden mask. Even if they catch us, we'll be fine. Just give it time to pass. Jeffrey's got our back. This shit is under control. Cause he reports directly to the people running the show. Well, gee, who could that be? What a mystery. Even with the evidence, there's not a single hint to see. And these conspiracies have been mistaken all.
It's the Jews. It's the Jews. Just to let you know.
So I guess we'll never know just what is really going on. But before you call it anti-Semitism, try to listen and think how I said those families infiltrated religions. At the head of every snake is a servant of Satanism. Shit, the Vatican been human trafficking since the beginning. But one little country has become their seat of power, where they plot on pandemics and wars and twin towers. Babylonian Talmudism has been their recipe, and they've been sacrificing the fucking children for centuries. And they don't give a fuck about us. We're just goy, cattle, subhuman, only here to be destroyed and extorted and abused and ruled over with lies. But don't forget, guys, they're our greatest allies. Oh man, this song is gonna get me in some fucking trouble. That Khazarian Mafia's watching you with the fallen angels and Nephilim. It's time to rid society's closet of all the skeletons. So let me just be crystal fucking clear and set a precedent. If Trump is proven part of it, then burn him with the rest of them. Anyone taking cookies out of Epstein's jar. Every Rachel Chandler handler in Epstein's car. And if he's really still alive, his judgment will come when he's mono with God. That's an Epstein bar. We gotta break the mind control of these secret societies that kept us locked in our perception. Then they threw away the keys, making sure we never leave. And that everyone we see are incriminated, guilty celebrities on the screens who've been living double lives in the company of snakes, with the fucking balls to laugh at it right in front of our face. And it's hard when we grew up to love a lot of these stars, but it's time we see the monsters for exactly who they are. And fully cut ties with the idols of our youth, cause our childhood heroes have been hiding from the truth. But the reckoning is coming, ain't no running from the proof. So give every sick fuck at the pizzeria a noose. At the all white parties, I show up in black, pulling up the eyes wide shut in a ski mask. Kerosene in hand while I'm flicking a lit match, and burn it all down till it's nothing but ash. Raw thoughts. And now it's feeling like the whole world's cursed. The devil lurks while he ushers in this hell on earth. And a one world government's looming out in the distance. A new world order is coming for the resistance. Well, all we do is bicker till it's ripping us apart, as the globalists controlling us and stripping us for parts, while they reset the score on the brink of world war. As I look around, I don't recognize it anymore. Feel a wheeze from the geoengineering on the breeze, while they blocking out the sky right in front of us to see. Fucking with us with the frequencies of 5G, interacting with the graphene from the vaccines. And the food that we eat is poisoned down to the seeds. Hard to even call it food when Pfizer's making the cheese, while the algorithm focused us on how we disagree. They've been building us a prison with digital IDs. So this ain't an act of violence, it's an act of defiance. It's a fucking middle finger to these pedophile tyrants, a reminder to the rebels who won't give them their compliance when the pressure's on, never getting threatened into silence, and still hit the field while the home team's losing. Keep a cool head through the cries and confusion, keep an open mind through the lies and illusions, and try to be a good human. So one last time, this the finale, put it to bed. Because after this, there won't be nothing left to be said. And I hope that after all of this, at least I made you think. That was always my intention for sharing what's in my head. It was never about the vision, I just needed y'all to listen. And wake the fuck up from this nightmare that we live in. So hate or love it if I got you to question the system. With all these raw thoughts, then I accomplished the mission. And the thoughts were my own. In a world where the loudest opposition is controlled, I don't claim to have the answer. Really all I've ever known is I gotta speak on it if I feel it in my bones. I've been right about a lot of things, wrong about some others. Shadow banned and demonized, still I never stuttered. Cause from the very start, I just said what's in my heart. So one last time, raw thoughts, motherfucker.
Alright, I'm out. Have a good night, everybody.
My people of this country and we're under attack. They banning us, they cancel us for speaking the facts. If you man enough, come stand with us, take USA back. And every time we pull up, all you're gonna see is American flags. American flags.